She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Pilgrim!
And we're live. Yeah, y'all.
Yo.
What up? What up? Got Graze the Bush, Flat Earth King, Flat Earth G down below. And then right here in this little box next to me, we got the official motherfucking Chris. Alright. Now we're all getting kind of set up still. Gonna kind of just be a little chill stream, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna talk about a little bit of everything. How was y'all? Did y'all's Wi-Fi go out this morning? Y'all's internet went out, you know, y'all's phone stopped working. We're gonna talk about that. There's some shit behind that. There's some hacking involved. I'm sure Graze knows more about it than I do. He sent me a lot of info about it.
If you could pull those videos up, it'd probably help a lot.
Here, let me see. Because I can go in there. It
wasn't just AT&T. It was like everything. Wi-Fi, everything.
Mm-hmm. Are you thinking it was also, what is it? By everything, what do you mean? Exactly. Not just Wi-Fi, it's the phone services. You think it was anything to do with the banking? Maybe a little banking? I tried looking this up, and all it said was the AT&T was shut off.
I mean, man, it could be, shit, dude. It could be. It sucks to really think about it.
Another news.
If they are like wanting to, I mean, shit, man, they could do whatever they want. They fucking sunk the Titanic because of a bank. Like, come on. Or, I mean, we don't even fucking really know if that even happened.
I heard about the Titanic. Native Voice.
Same shit about 9/11.
A lot of stuff. I've been seeing him post a lot of stuff. Native Voice. I got the video of the guy. I'll play in a second. But he's been posting a lot of stuff about not 9/11, but about the Titanic.
Yeah.
And I looked into it. All the people that died in the Titanic were the rich people that were against.
Yeah, J.P. Morgan and Chase Bank.
But J.P. Morgan was on it?
Some shit like that.
But I wasn't him. I don't think it was him. It was somebody
supposed to be. No, he was supposed to be. And okay, let me sit down. So, apparently, the richest man in America at the time did not like the idea of a Federal Reserve Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, he went on a ride for the Titanic and never came back. To make a long story short. But also, all these supposed rich people were supposed to be on the Titanic, Rockefeller, Morgan Chase, those people. But apparently, they backed out last minute.
They got told. They said, "Hey, don't."
Yeah, yeah. They had the fucking secrets, dude. They knew.
Yeah,
just like 9/11, man. I hate to bring it up, but 9/11 was inside job because of that same reason, to destroy a lot of information. I mean, not to mention both twin towers that collapsed because of bombs planted inside of them. And then the third tower. There was a third tower that got demolished as well when nobody was really looking. There's videos of this shit.
Human sacrifice. His name was John Jacob Astor IV. Was the richest person on there.
I mean, that could be it, but
that was the guy that was on the richest person to die that Chris was speaking of.
Yeah. What was his name?
John Jacob Astor IV. No, we can get into this 9/11 shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be hopping around a lot of different things.
Let's watch it. Let's get back to that one thing real quick. For that video you sent me that kind of broke it down.
Yeah, I don't really trust this dude a lot. He does a lot of weird shit, but this is the first thing that popped up.
Really, should I show this or not?
Yeah, you can show it. I mean, it gives you an example of what all happened.
It gives you an example. This is like 2 examples. An example of what happened this
Dude,
morning.
just 3 simple words. Think for yourself.
Exactly. Don't just look to only trust in Jesus Christ and yourself.
Wow, everything was down, not just the phone line. Everything. Look, all of it was down. People are saying this is an EMP attack, but they targeted everything? Because I'm sure you've noticed your phone being down. Well, it wasn't just our phone, it was everything. All of it was down. Unless this was aliens, then what was it? Was it that solar storm that was coming?
Well, I don't think there's such a thing as a targeted EMP. I think EMP is just, blanket everything. I don't think there's such a thing as a targeted
take out anything and everything. But wouldn't that affect cars as well?
I don't know, dude. Apparently, this is a weird fact. A solar flare hit a guy's Nintendo and changed a 1 from a 0 and gave him like a speedrun world record. So like,
what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, EMPs are wild, man. But I don't think you can just direct an EMP. But who knows, man? I'm sure you've heard the term directed energy weapons.
That's what they were saying here in Maui.
Yeah, blue roof, paint your roof blue.
Same thing happened in Chile.
I don't know how much of that I believe though, but it's kind of easy.
Maybe they just want people to have blue roofs, so like shit'll stop shining in people's eyes from that metal roof of yours.
I think it's weird how they just swept all that under the rug.
Yeah, dude. Usually
with all those missing kids, dude.
They're only giving those people $700 a month, dude. $700 a month checks to the victims of the Maui fire, but they're giving $10,000 credit cards to these migrants who are in New York City.
Hey, dude,
that's fucking bullshit.
That's wild as fuck, bro.
It's fucking crazy, and it's like you would think that we'd be flooded with people from Mexico, like Mexicans, but it's Chinese. Dude. It's fucking people from Zimbabwe, Honduras, like everywhere. Like whenever what was it, the something 11 rule, whatever Biden took out. Once that happened and everybody fucking heard about it, everybody and their grandmothers over here. But it's, you don't really see too many kids though. It's like, you see a lot of they'll take the women over here, they'll take the men this way. And I wish I could find that one video where it was like 80 pregnant women walking in a line and like 3:30 in the morning down this sidewalk leading to like some special hospital for them to all give birth or something. It was so weird, man. So fucking weird. And all these like police stations are closing down. All these schools are closing down to let these immigrants sleep. I'm not a racist towards these people, but America fucking first.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else watching or
yeah.
I mean, if you get it, if you do it the right way and get over here, fucking open arms, brother. Come on in. Whatever.
This is what's happening in Chile.
Wow, that looks a lot like not January 6th.
The country's president.
That looks like the BLM riot.
From a helicopter. Warned of a substantially growing.
Yeah, that cost by the way, that cost over close to $40 billion.
Oh yeah, but they don't care about that.
Look, that was directed. I feel like that doesn't they don't have any source of the fire.
And where is this? In Chile? When is this?
This is 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
They're still dealing with
a forest fire that kills 99.
Have lost everything.
At least 99.
They're probably turning all these into cyber cities, man.
Look at this. Look at that.
It's gonna be
good old
all
15-minute city, huh?
Dude.
All in a lifetime.
It's because those are probably the best locations for solar.
And they're trying to push something over there,
So they got to clear everyone out and then get the land to put the panels on.
Yes, sir. Yes,
my
sir.
God, I mean, it sounds crazy, it sounds far-fetched to say all this, but my God, it seems very accurate. It seems accurate to me.
It's like the same playbook as the whole Hawaii thing, just that we've seen, you know.
The view from the edge is beautiful.
But nobody's going to be talking about it as much as Hawaii, so they probably had to quickly do it somewhere else to maybe draw the attention away. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, like, you could tell the difference between, like, a natural fire, like something that happened around here, and, you know, like Hawaii. Like, I mean, everything kind of came back to normal, but you don't hear nothing about over there at all. Except for the Super Bowl. Like at the beginning of the Super Bowl, they talked about Maui, Hawaii, and that's the first I've heard in months.
I didn't see that. What did they say?
Just like they had a bunch of people from Maui to like do the coin toss and everything and all this and that, which, you know, I thought was cool that they're at least acknowledging this shit with the most fakest fucking thing on national TV you could imagine. And during the Super Bowl, all these bills that are passed and all that money Biden sent over, you know, it's just it's all. We are all distracted from the bigger picture, man. I mean, I love football. I grew up playing it. I love it, but
it's bread and circus, you think?
It's all a distraction. Everything is. Like WWE, UFC, all this shit is just a distraction planted by the government. But the people within it, Dana White, we won't talk about Vince McMahon, but all these other people that, you know, they're just there and being used. Whether they know it or not, they don't give a fuck. They're billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
But I do respect Dana White a lot for the shit he says. He fights against all this shit.
They're probably approached by somebody and they said, hey, man, if you push this image, if you push this message, we will, you know, we'll help get your program out there. We'll help get you millions of dollars. Did y'all see this image of the robot they said that landed on the moon? Wait, look at how fucking
Which
fake.
one?
No, they said this happened this morning or yesterday. This is the fakest one I've ever seen before.
This morning? Oh my God, dude. I want to say some bad stuff right now.
I was born this morning if this is a real fucking thing landing on this moon. If that's a real look at it.
Like, I want his job. You do nothing.
Fuck yeah, he's getting paid for some bullshit.
They're doing what we're doing right now. Look at these fucking smokes. They're probably all Jews. Every one of them, they're probably all Jewish. I guarantee it. Sorry if you're a Jew out there. Okay, I'm not say Jew. These are all Zionist fucking racists.
Yeah, they're Jews hiding it as Jews. Look, they're acting like this shit is real. Is this some shit that they're acting like
this
is
shit is not? I'm gonna go take a shit and I'll show you that, and that's more real.
Who is there taking the videotape of this fucking thing landing, dude? Who was videoing this thing?
They're probably. They probably said like, okay, this is a reenactment of what happened. They tried to word it in that way, but like, who's gonna fucking believe this? Show me. Go to the comments. What does the comments say? Fucking bullshit, not real. All these mass shoot. Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
You can say it. Go ahead. Say it.
Not what I was about to say. We just got unbanned.
Yeah. If anybody wasn't following, the past week ain't been able to post, got banned.
It wasn't even that bad of a video. I don't think we should even talk about it.
Nah, yeah, they'd probably be tripping. Instead, have you seen this? This is the new trailer.
Sorry, boys, my kid is like freaking out here. I'll be.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, take your time. Nah, dude, do what you do, dude. We're just chilling, looking through shit.
It's a Florida Alliance.
This is more trailer. Oh, is this a new movie?
This is the second one for
Florida Alliance.
I want to see this
Western
shit.
forces of
Hell
Texas.
yeah.
This guy, the guy that's talking, is supposed to be like a Trump kind of president.
These United States as soon as their illegal secessionist government is deposed.
I love shit like this. These type of movies.
They're fighting for.
It looks damn
Someone's
good.
trying to kill us.
This dude got blue
We're
hair.
trying to kill them.
Maybe that represents liberals.
Yeah. A woman will probably end up saving the day at the end of this movie.
Guaranteed, the main character is a woman, dude. Look, Kirsten Dunst is the main character.
Oh, get the Kirsten.
I like how they act like, they wouldn't have to go to Washington, D.C. The government can move its command structure in the U.S. or anywhere like in our territory.
What is this coming out on? Is this in theaters?
April 14th. Morgan Horde for April 14th.
It's just really hard for me to watch this new shit, dude. Like, it's new shit. I mean,
It's going to be good, but I guarantee it's going to have some kind of liberal. It might not have a liberal meaning.
when we say liberal, like, liberal is a problem. Like, whenever you turn on your phone and you're going through and you see these fucking whores shaking their ass, and that's all that people are promoting. That's all liberal shit.
Have you seen the new trend that they have on TikTok and the shorts and all this shit and on Instagram Reels? It's the girls will be at their job, or they'll just be sitting there doing folding laundry and playing that Bombastic by Shaggy. And they'll do, and at the end of it, and he said, "Mr. Lover Lover," it'll show half of a second of them in bikini or them naked.
Yeah, I've seen that. And it's
They
see how
need to
fast you can pause.
Yeah, they're getting nothing but a bunch of watch hours from that. They are pouring themselves out. That is haram, and I hate to quote Islamic terms.
Oh, dude, Islam is like, they know their shit too. I mean, what is in their book? It points out like obvious fucking like common sense fucking shit. Like, don't do this. Like, don't drink. Don't gamble. Like, why do all this? Like, fuck gambling. I've never lost in gambling, but I haven't really done much.
I've lost gambling online, like gambling on sports bets and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's really hard to win a bunch. I mean, and by the all the promoting of that shit is unreal. This happened like last year? Like Prize Picks, FanDuel, MGM, fucking like
got big, right?
Yeah, it's like we don't have money to gamble if you can't fucking figure it out. Like we don't got
trying
shit.
to get there. We get lucky, we might. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man,
yeah, I would love to gamble. Like, like some of these people that we fuck with heavily, super heavy. They gamble a lot, right?
Yeah, dude. Like Aiden Ross, like all these people, they have kick deals, but they also have stake deals. And like stake.com is a huge fucking gambling platform that Drake promotes and all these famous people. And I don't mind watching, like Aiden, he lost $5 to $10 million in one day, and that was very funny and fun to watch. But he's a billionaire, so it doesn't matter. Like, they can do that shit, but they're like making us want to do it, and that would just ruin our lives entirely.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma, every fucking day of her life, she was always at the casino, bingo. I mean, I never got into it really. And we were fucking poor as a motherfucker too.
Yeah. That's how I remember like that too, dude.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy, all the promoting of because I mean, we are forgetting who the president is, okay? Like, and that's all we're gonna see is just a bunch of leftist bull fucking California bullshit.
They probably clone him every single. He probably dies every day, and they reclone him the next day.
I mean, I don't know, man.
That
type of shit is kind of far fetched to me. Is like, look, he's cloning. He's a disguise. But I mean, you look at what he looked like maybe 5 to 6 years ago, and compare it to now.
More healthy and young, and only 5 or 6 years he went aged.
Kamala's putting motherfucking poison in his drink.
They would have to wake him up. That cocaine was his medical cocaine that they found. Man, I stand behind that.
I stand behind that. Yeah, dude. That's so crazy. Cocaine. I'm surprised that even got out to the news.
Yeah, and maybe they want to. You heard that there's a Secret Service left a firearm. They left a pistol in the bathroom and forgot to get it, and they had to go back and get it.
That makes so much sense, dude. I mean,
I guess that happens all the time.
Service? Fucking somebody named Lil something. Oh, we got Lil over
Lil
here.
LeBron. You got Lil LeBron.
Big Baby over here as head security. Like, no, we need fucking real Americans back in the fucking office, dude. Real fucking down home. Like, not somebody that's been in this shit for fucking 60 fucking years. Doing nothing.
I think Trump is the better alternative, but I don't think he's not the best we got. Honestly,
He is the best we got. He is the only
Kennedy
one that can
is
fucking turn this. Kennedy's dead.
not
His
Kennedy.
fucking son is gonna be dead pretty soon. I wanna thank
That's a
him.
neurological disorder, you fucking boob.
Dude, these fucking people are that's just bullshit. No way, none of these people are gonna even fucking run to be president. Trump's gonna shit down all their fucking necks, and that's gonna be that. He's gonna get back in office, try to get some more jobs going, bring the military home. I mean, what else do you want? You want people to keep dying, you want all these wars to keep going. Not you, but just everybody. We don't want that. You know, I mean, we know a lot of people in the military, and we've had, you know, friends that grew up in the military. And it's like, why do we want to keep seeing these families separated, you know, going to wars that are just for money? How many wars were during Trump? 0. How many with Biden? What, 4 or 5 now? I could be wrong. I don't
even
know.
proxy, but if you count proxy wars into there, we haven't been in a direct war. We left Afghanistan in a really bad.
Yeah, but there's fucking troops being sent to Ukraine and shit.
But they're not there to fight. They're there to they're there.
Either way.
It was like at the beginning of Vietnam when the U.S. would send advisors over before,
way,
and it is a precursor to the war.
And that whole thing,
yes.
I know you remember that cargo jet taking off with all them fucking little fucking weird bastards riding on the fucking.
We're at Afghanistan.
Yeah, whenever they fucking or I don't know exactly where it is, but they like called out the military, and there was a bunch of people left behind to die because of Biden, because his best fucking friend's Hillary, and like I don't know.
All right, no, continue. Go back. What
it's this car. Like, look it up, man. I'm sure you've seen it. The cargo plane taking off with all those people holding on to like the wings and the landing gear.
Yeah, of course. We've all seen that shit.
Like that's fucking disastrous, man. When did anything like that ever happen with Big D and fucking?
He never really had any bad optics, dude. He never really had any bad.
Because he's America first. He's for America. We're closing the fucking border and we're fucking evicting all these.
I think if you got to look more into it, though, I do. You know, he's getting T-Man's getting my vote again. But I think that he's a little dirty. He's a little dirty.
How?
He just something about him. The way he's not. He
is against political correctness.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he'll tell you to go fuck yourself.
I like. I like that. I like that kind of shit. But I'm like, I like everything about him. But there's something about him. It's just like people are willing to blindly be obedient and follow him. I'm voting for him.
The only bad thing about him, dude, is who he is. These people that come out of the woodwork saying white power, I'm racist, I'm a Trumper.
That's all paid. That's paid, brother. That's all
the
paid.
only reason this shit is on. That's the only reason people think anything wrong of Trump is because
they think Trump racist.
He's white,
yeah.
And the white fucking race is under attack. And if you cannot see that, every fucking one of you are blind. Every fucking one.
What that point fire?
Kosher politics. What does that mean? Kosher. What is that? What did that say?
Kosher. You don't know what kosher is?
Well, like
that's
what?
Like that's like this like pure food. I don't. It's some like Jewish kind of shit. But anyway, regardless of the white race being attacked or not, I don't think it's the white race being attacked. I think it's a Western culture and value.
Brother, everybody can be racist towards white people, and we are told that that's not a thing.
We are the perpetrators of racism and the creators.
Brother, that's what.
No, I'm just kidding.
Schools taught us. The Rockefellers have fucked our brains for so long. That's all we know. Like now, they're talking about how the Native Americans were really black people, were really African American, but they were natives. And then the Native Americans that we know came in, wiped them out, then the white man came here on slave ships. Show me a real picture of one slave ship.
They're saying no. That's called Kangism. Kangism.
Right, you're speaking Babelish to me. I don't know what any of this means.
No, that's meme talk. Kangism is meme, like internet shit. Kangs, that's where it's like.
Well, I know, all I'm saying is like
ancient Chinese were black people. They believe that all ancient people were black.
Okay, just
White
imagine
people
if we said that white people were the Native Americans. White people were the original Indians.
We were.
Trump supports Israel.
He
I mean,
does,
if that's,
I don't support Israel 100% either. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know Israel. I know they're all Jews or whatnot. I don't support Zionism. I'll support a Jew. I will support a Jew. I don't support Zionism. So they're trying to make this like their language so hard to learn that you don't know the truth behind their religion. Look up Sneeko's videos, dude. No, never mind. Don't do it. He's banned from YouTube.
Shit.
He's banned from YouTube.
Yeah, they can watch that shit. But the Sneeko, the Zionism, it's really, you know.
Brother, the words he says, dude, like he puts it out there really good, but we can't even look it up because we probably get kicked off.
Yeah, we find our own shit. But I'm saying it's not necessarily. They're the ones like it's the Zionist system is what created the whole racist thing, the whole racial I'm better than you, you're nothing, this person's put me down, I'm the one that puts this person down, you know, and that's really at the bottom of it. You know, we boil down all the hateful shit, we take away all of that. That's where it all begins. They know that is the best way. I was watching Gangs of New York, finished it up tonight, and he's talking to the politicians. They're all talking, the rich guys. There's, oh, you know, the best way for the poor to deal with them is to get paid one half to hate the other half, you know? And it boils down to, like, that's, they don't like the working man. They don't like poor people. And they make us think it's all in this racial scheme. You got your race baiters like Jesse Jackson.
Dude, the white people are the only ones that can be racist.
And that's what's fucked up, you know, because what about all the videos you see on Twitter, the knockout challenges?
That is all fucking black people right and Mexicans being racist towards white people.
Beating the shit out of white kids, black kids beating the fuck out of white kids. Yeah, dude, you won't see that. They will fucking blanket that. They will blanket it, and they'll pretend it never fucking happened. It's fucking crazy. Let me see.
Man, what are these comments saying? I can't even see. It pops up for 2 seconds and it goes away. I'm a fucking illiterate piece of shit. I can't read that fast.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to read fast. So they're wanting to look up the Economist cover 2012.
Great. More fucking bullshit I don't even know about. I'm learning this shit as we go, man. You know, I just go off of what I see on the internet and what I think is right and wrong, and I'm pretty sure I know what's right and wrong when it comes to all this shit.
That's subjective. Or do they? This is. I like this. This is kind of funny.
What is this?
It's a. Let me show you. I'm about to pause it. Let me see. Sure.
Shit gets me so fucking heated.
But and that's what the wars get orchestrated for that, and we're gonna segue into how they created the hippie movement and modern music to help subverse the population.
What the hell is that? Oh. Yeah, pause that. I want to hear that bullshit.
Well,
I can't hear a word you're saying. All I hear is
so all they had, that was crazy.
I love little illustrations like that. That like shows you fucking everything.
Israel. So it's saying that that could be. What was your takeaway from that image, buddy?
Well, you know, it's who's painted that? Like, who did that? And then we need to look up that person.
Let's see.
And then I look at like more images that person's done I didn't really get a good look at it neither. But dude, honestly, I can give a flying fuck about Israel or Palestine.
They're the ones who are
Hamas, or
intervening.
any of that shit.
Israel is the one that is involved on the shit.
Yeah, dude, Jews run the world. I know this. Kanye West definitely knows about the.
It's not Jews.
Dude, Jews run the world. I don't know what you're thinking.
They're not really Jews. They're
in Israel.
They're Asmodeaic worshiping. They worship like Canaanite deities. You know, for the most part, I feel like your average Israeli Jew is worshiping a Hebrew god.
Well, yeah, because they're Jewish.
Yeah,
they're not going to be worshiping a Christian god, a god that we think is a white guy. Like, what the fuck?
Isis, Ra, and El. And that Israel. So Israel is named after a couple of different gods. I never thought about it like that either. Anthony makes a very good point. You know, and it's kind of shitty land from what I gather. People are fighting over that shit. So Isis, Ra, Isis was a goddess of the underworld, I believe. I'm not sure 100%. Ra was the sun god. You know, and El was it meant Lord. El was in the language that they used, El was a term for Lord. So a lot of them, like El Inky, they would use El to determine like that would be signifier of your importance in the hierarchy of Godhead.
See, I didn't know about any of that. That's pretty cool.
No, are you familiar that fucking Jim Morrison's dad was fucking you know about the Gulf of Tonkin incident that started the whole Vietnam War incident?
No.
You want to watch a little video?
We can watch whatever.
You want to get into a little video? Let me see. We got a more active chat than we did the first time. You just what, buddy?
Nothing. This fucking dude was such an alcoholic and he'd like rape women. Jim Morrison was a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he was a part of this whole plot.
Did the CIA create the hippies? Was rocker Jim Morrison a secret, deep cover military intelligence agent working for his father, Admiral George Stephen Morrison, architect of the Gulf of Tonkin incidents, used as a pretext for the Vietnam War to discredit the world movement by associating it with his drugged-out hippie fans? Did the CIA manufacture the hippie movement in 1965 in Laurel Canyon in Los Angeles?
I can believe that.
Secretly summoning Morrison and other musicians.
I've been trying to tell you about this shit forever. I've never been able to properly explain it.
But ain't nothing wrong with music, man. I'll forever love the music.
Laurel Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
Did the hippies make fools of themselves, or did the CIA make them do it? This is the thesis of Dave McGowan's Weird Seeds Inside the Canyon, Laurel Canyon, Covert Ops, and the Dark Heart of the Hippie Dream, published in 2014.
I just want to pause real quick and get back to this. This video is about to explain the whole thing. That's a false flag incident, much like the Gulf of Tonkin. They faked the attack. They knew that some shit was going to happen, so they allowed it. They might not necessarily have faked the attack that had happened, but they knew that there was going to be an attack by North Vietnamese forces. So they went into those waters at that moment because they knew that day that there was going to be something happening. Just like they knew 2 weeks ahead of time that Pearl Harbor was going to be the target of the attack by the Japanese Empire. All right. So, yeah, Israel did a follow-up. They knew that Hamas was getting ready to attack that day, October 7th, I believe. So, boom, bada bing, bada bang. They wanted to go to war. They want more land. You go ahead and invade. You let them attack you, then that gives you all the reason. You fake all this music festival shit. You fake all these people dying.
The Democratic Party.
Then you go kill millions of people.
A poster child for this theory is Jim Morrison of The Doors, surprisingly the son of Rear Admiral George Stephen Morrison, who commanded the U.S. fleet in the infamous and controversial Gulf of Tonkin incidents in August of 1964, which provided the pretext for a massive increase in the U.S. involvement in Vietnam, flooding the small Southeast Asian nation with U.S. troops in 1965. Yes, Jim Morrison really was the son of Admiral Morrison. A number of other key figures in the folk rock revolution / Laurel Canyon music scene were sons of career military officers, including John Phillips of the Mamas and Papas, Frank Zappa, Graham Parsons of the Byrds, and Stephen Stills of Buffalo Springfield.
John Phillips of the Mamas and Papas was a bad guy. He was a very bad guy. Look into that guy. He did horrible shit. He had raised his daughter up like his wife or some shit for like 15 16 years.
Dude, I remember you telling me about this. We were watching the fucking Woodstock documentary, and we talked about this a little bit.
He was a bad guy, but you know it's weird that these music. We know we all love music. We're kind of low level musicians ourselves, but all these like a lot of our favorite rock stars, dude, like were horrible people.
Oh yeah, every one of them are pieces of shit. Every one of them. That's why they're awesome.
David McGowan, 1960 to 2015, no relation, presents the birth of the 1960 folk rock revolution as follows. All these folks gathered nearly simultaneously along the narrow, winding roads of Laurel Canyon. They came from across the country, although the Washington, D.C. area was noticeably overrepresented, as well as from Canada and England, and in at least one case, all the way from Nazi Germany. They came even though at the time there was no music industry in Los Angeles. They came even though at the time there was no live music scene to speak of. They came even though in retrospect there was no discernible reason for them to do so. Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon returns to this theme several times in the book and in most of the many interviews David McGowan did on the book in 2014 between its publication and his death. This thesis is demonstrably false. There was a sizable music industry in Los Angeles in the 1958 to 1965 period, including the Southern California icon Capitol Records, founded in 1942. Capitol Records was the label for the Kingston Trio, who launched the so-called folk music revival in 1958 with their hit Tom Dooley. The author mentions Capitol at least 3 times in the book. Other LA record labels included Liberty Records from 1955 to 1971, Dot Records, relocated to LA in 1956, Arwen Records, late 1950s to mid 1960s.
Did they write a book on this?
1964 to 67.
Is that what that is?
Warner Records, founded in 1958, and GNP Crescendo Records, 1954.
This would be a cool book to read if this is like in
there was a sizable live music scene as well, including several nightclubs such as Doug Weston's Troubadour, opened in 1957, that specialized in folk music. The author mentions the famous Troubadour Club at least 5 times. Other live folk music venues at the time included Pandora's Box.
Was George Strait in on
founded
this?
about 1958 and closed in 1966.
George Soros?
Girls, the Ash
George Strait.
From 1958 all the way to 1973. There were many reasons for musicians, particularly folk musicians, to relocate to the Los Angeles area in the 1960s.
Man.
The folk music revival of the late 1950s, sparked by the Kingston Trio's hit Tom Dooley,
I want to get to the part where
Capitol Records, sparked folk music clubs and records all over the United States and indeed the world. A large fraction of the Laurel Canyon musicians were struggling or moderately successful in the folk music scenes of New York, Greenwich Village area, such that offer balmy weather, beaches, and against their presumably strict military upbringing. Military officers are often stereotyped as distant or even abusive fathers who try to run their family like a military unit, an often unsuccessful method. Dave McGowan argued that while this could explain an excess of military kids, all of the Laurel Canyon musicians were from military or military intelligence families, or, in some interviews, all military or super rich families. Graham Parsons of the Byrds was apparently both. However, many of the musicians Dave McGowan mentions or even devotes entire chapters to did not have obvious military families. For example, although John Phillips of the Mamas and Papas' father was a retired Marine Corps officer, bandmates Cass Elliott, born Naomi Cohen, her father ran a lunch wagon business for construction workers in the Baltimore area. Denny Doherty's father was a dock worker in Nova Scotia in Canada, and Michelle Phillips, born Gilliam, her father was an LA County probation officer who had served in the military probably during or around World War II. Weird Scenes features a Laurel Canyon death list of drug overdoses, suspicious accidents, purported suicides, and clear murders in and around the Laurel Canyon. The book connects Laurel Canyon to many scandals and crimes, mostly in the LA area, and in some cases alleges ties to various organized crime figures. The book manages to pull in everything from the death of stage magician and escape artist Houdini, who lived in Laurel Canyon for a while, the Black Dahlia murder in 1947, the Tate LaBianca, the Manson murder.
By the way, that Black Dahlia murder was connected to a music executive.
Yeah, fuck. I know this YouTuber made a video on that and like went through the place where the murder happened and shit. Damn.
Yeah, there's like a lot of controversy surrounding the big conspiracy back in the time.
And the so-called Wonderland murders in July of 1981. Well,
the Wonderland murders fucking they based, remember Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
They based that scene whenever they robbed that guy off of that.
What'd they base that off of?
The Wonderland murders.
Oh my god, dude, that was the most intense. That shit was so intense. They're throwing them fucking firecrackers. And, oh man, that was awesome.
Out of their minds.
Dude, we gotta look that up, dude.
We can watch that scene.
Most of this has little to do with military intelligence.
We can go to the Wonderland murders. We could watch a documentary about that and shit. We wouldn't get in trouble
Strip,
for it.
home to the nightclubs associated with the Laurel Canyon folk rock revolution music scene, has a long and shady history.
The Beach Boys stole a song from him, the drummer,
which operated from about 1958 to 1966.
From Manson?
Specialized specifically in folk music, was located.
He was almost one of the Manson family. He probably was in the Manson
1.5 miles from the Houdini estate in Laurel Canyon. Only about 4 to 8 minutes by car on Mondays today at 8:30 a.m., the rush hour. The Sunset Strip started out as an unincorporated region connecting Beverly Hills to the west and Hollywood to the east, with lax law enforcement.
Cesspool of America.
In the 1920s, it became home to nightclubs, speakeasies.
Dude, you know what? Everybody, my theory, California has so many homeless people and drug addicts in it today that all these people went back there and they're young people back in the day and started. They became a part of this culture and they all became drug addicts and wasn't able to work and fucking find a house and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That would be cool as fuck to go interview a bunch of them homeless people from
the old school hippies.
Yeah.
You know, everybody that all the drug shit is from the byproduct of this culture.
Often associated with the gangsters of the Prohibition
this shit's so
era,
laggy.
Siegel, a pattern generally agreed to have continued up to at least the 1950s. A number of nightclubs in the 50s and 60s were associated with Mickey Cohen, Siegel's infamous successor. In conclusion, it is impossible at present to rule out the thesis of weird scenes inside the canyon, but the case presented is weak. There was a vibrant music industry in LA in the late 1950s and early 60s. There was a vibrant live music scene in LA dating back at least to the Sunset Strip in the 1920s. There were many reasons for folk musicians in particular to move to Los Angeles and Laurel Canyon near the live music venues in the mid-1960s. Many of the Laurel Canyon musicians had negligible family or personal ties to the military intelligence, or the CIA. Several.
That shit.
That's crazy. What the
fuck? That shit is crazy.
That's nuts. Nuts, I tell you.
But I feel like that video didn't really crack into. It didn't really get into too much of the satanic shit that I was trying to do. I was trying to show you fucking Jim Morrison's dad being the leader of the U.S. Navy in the Pacific.
You gotta look up shorter videos other than these long. This is probably good.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Listen.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing.
Listen.
I made a bargain with
I've seen this before.
A long time ago, and I'm
what do you think
holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
I can't hear you.
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Weird, huh?
So, what's your thoughts on that? Because I don't, man. Oh my god, dude! I'm telling you,
What's
I
your
know
thoughts?
somebody personally that's tried to sell their soul, like, and tried hard and
Trying to get him
tried.
on this podcast.
Well, his name's TJ. I'm sure he talked to you about it.
His
But
name is
man, I'm
Unknown
telling you,
God, right?
huh?
Unknown God, TJ.
Yeah, dude. Because like it's because he's all into that, whole, he was into that rap stuff, and then at one point he's got into that, and then I think it's more than just that. I think it's more than just selling your soul. I think you got to like legitimately become a Satanist and like fucking like dark
blood.
shit.
Drank the baby's blood.
Well, yeah, dude, and that's so. It could, man. I know. I used to watch Richie the Barber. He's this dude who tattooed his face as a clown, and he was exposing all these Hollywood elitist parties that he would go to and all the fucking crazy shit. Like he'd see fucking John Wick. John Wick would be there. Fucking Lady Gaga, Beyonce, fucking anybody you can think of in Hollywood. Jim Carrey, everybody would be at these parties. There'd be bitches hanging from hooks from their backs and people passing around blood to drink. And it's just so fucking crazy just to think that shit's actually out there. I feel like you got to be very elite to even become able to do any of these fucking dark rituals, like the whole Crossroads thing. What's his name? That
Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson. Yeah, dude, that was a fucking awesome movie. I wish we could watch that whole thing on stream, dude. Oh my god, that's a badass movie. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Crossroads.
The Crossroad was a damn good movie. We probably could watch some shit like that.
I mean, we could definitely always watch highlights of like interesting things from movies,
but not the whole movie. But we could watch like documentaries and shit, dude.
Gulf of Tonkin incident, 1964, the Vietnam War.
This will kind of explain to you. It's a quick one too, kind of what the whole Gulf of Tonkin was. Then I found a quick video that tells you about Jim Morrison's dad.
The Gulf of Tonkin incident, or the USS Maddox incident, is the event responsible for America's entry into the Vietnam War. Vietnam was divided into halves, North and South, ruled by separate regimes, but the United States were concerned that Ho Chi Minh and the Communists would win the upcoming elections and were determined to stop the spread of communism. U.S. military involvement, however, had been minimal until 1964. President Lyndon B. Johnson had been training South Vietnamese mercenaries, sending them into North Vietnam to carry out acts of sabotage and gather intel. On July 31, 1964, South Vietnamese commandos had attacked North Vietnamese targets in the Gulf of Tonkin. On August 2, 1964, American naval destroyers moved into North Vietnam waters to gather intelligence on the enemy's naval strength. The USS Maddox was nearing the mouth of the river Delta, and Captain Herrick noticed that they were being followed by North Vietnamese torpedo boats and had intercepted communications of their intention to attack, so he fired 3 warning shots. USS Maddox was then fired upon by enemy torpedo boats. Captain Herrick retaliated and opened fire on the torpedo boats, and with the assistance of U.S. jet fighters, hit all 3 enemy targets. Captain Herrick reported that they were again on expansion of the war was approved by Congress. However, Herrick sent a later message.
So that is basically that. Here, in context on Jim Morrison's dad.
I mean, I bet there's a lot of hidden things in his lyrics.
Yeah,
oh, look at the Joe Rogan thing.
It's gonna be with this one.
I mean, fuck yeah.
He'll be all right. That's why they were trying to get through me and take me out, which they eventually did, but I took a lot of them out first.
This guy's hilarious.
On my phone, like, damn.
I think smoking a joint with that guy on a porch. Woo!
He'll tell you. He's my other uncle was in Vietnam and was like, it's the gunship.
There it is.
Spooky. That's the best explanation.
My other uncle was in Vietnam and he never talks about it.
Yeah.
That guy, if you ask, they
down spooky. Look at that.
Ouch.
1968, February 15th. 9
Hey.
killed in downing of spooky gunship.
To the spook.
To the spooky.
Oh, so this dude's family was in that shit. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, at least he's
Yeah,
still
but it's
with
like,
us.
what a
Look,
fucked
spooky.
up war that
I
was.
think Segura's dead.
Man, that's what I want to do. I want to get a fucking
Terrible
table like that and do
war.
some podcasting, man.
Still,
Yeah,
he wasted
dude.
time.
Not only a dumb
We
war,
could
but a dumb
set this
war that was
room I
about-
have up like that. I
came
think
about because of
we're gonna
Been saying
replenish
it.
this
Been
table.
saying that.
Yeah, Gulf of Tonkin. They lied
Tonkin
about
truck.
an
I
incident
have like a fucking
to try
perfect
to get
table
us
here, but you know,
into the war.
Yeah.
you need to get you one of
It's
these.
fucking crazy. That's like
Have
what we
you
were
seen
talking about
this?
before with false
I can
flags.
tell they wouldn't do
They
it
really
here.
happen.
Everybody's watching
They used
Angry
to do them all
Prepper
the
right
time.
now.
What'd you say?
But whenever you
Oh,
talk,
yeah,
you
we
gotta
don't hear it.
pause
It's like,
this,
that's-
man, because
that's
I can't
bad.
hear you when you
Yeah,
talk.
100%.
Have you seen this?
What?
This video or them talking about this?
No. It's just I
That's
thought it
just
would
crazy,
be
isn't
interesting to check.
It's kind of
out,
like
yeah.
it's it's an explanation, kind of the whole thing. Yeah, dude. They're watching Angry Prepper right now, but we'll probably get some people coming back here on the
It's whatever. We're just filming to get clips and shit.
getting little clips, getting little views. I'm trying to think. Whatever we can look back at funny moments and try to find the best things that we could clip out.
I would. Lesser known fact.
I
Jim
mean, everything
Morrison's
doesn't
father,
always have to be
Captain
serious
George
on here. We could
Stephen
always
Morrison.
just bounce around and talk about funny shit, silly stuff,
That's what I'm
wrestling,
thinking.
boxing, anything.
I'm thinking.
Like I don't know the age group of these people that even watch you.
It's between the largest age group is between 25 and 44.
Oh.
So it's like people kind of like within our age. Like a lot of people up here watching Angry Peppers. There's a weird to go chat out, be like, "Yo, what's up?" and shit. Be like, "Badass live stream, buddy."
Oh yeah, we ain't gotta watch this shit no more.
And
What, this one?
commanded
I
the
watched
carrier
this one.
division
Whoa.
during the Gulf of Tonkin
Ooh,
incident.
CIA.
The Gulf of Tonkin incident famously gave the Johnson administration the justification they needed to escalate the Vietnam War.
J.R.R. Tonkin.
Wow, it's his dad.
I wish I
Imagine
could fucking
that.
start
Your dad
wars.
can
I'd be
break
rich
on
as fuck.
The other side.
I know, that's why he
Wait,
wants to
y'all
go
do
to
the
other
Yeah,
He
he's
needs to go
making
the
the
other
music
way.
they're
Isn't
playing
it-
in the fucking helicopters.
Look, he made that point just
Oh,
now.
Great
Like,
music.
they're listening
Yeah,
to the
dude.
fucking music.
Whenever you talk, man, you gotta pause the video.
They were listening to the fucking music.
Yeah, in the
That
helicopters.
this
As
dude's
they were
son
fucking
was making. That this dude's son was making.
yeah, dude.
Fucking why
Look, I
his
wanna
dad
join
was
on the,
in control of them.
Clearwater, wherever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about.
Clearwater, what? Come on, speak. Come on, let me hear it. I don't
Uh,
understand.
The
Chat is running super slow. Anthony's still here. Yes, sir.
the fucking Vietnam music.
Yeah. The Vietnam music.
Fuck chat. Who cares? Let it run. Let it run slow. Let it run fast. We just ignore that shit. We're just fucking.
Anthony's
there
number
one
one.
day.
Anthony's number one moderator, number one chat member.
Moderator.
Yeah, he's a mod. He's one of the mods.
How does that work? Do you need like computer to do that shit?
No, you can do that shit on your phone. You know, it's basically if anybody was to get on here and start like saying a bunch of bad shit, he would like stop them from doing it. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah, Aiden, he has like I think 80 fucking moderators, dude. Because his chat's fucking like that. It's
Going
nuts.
just
And
straight
he
fast
like
down.
wipes them all out and he moves new people in a lot of times because a lot of
So
these
that's like
mods will
switching
turn
up.
on you. A lot of them will. They'll turn on you and fucking try to ruin your shit if you're looking good, and somebody else will pay them to do it. It's
They're
crazy,
like
dude.
they try to get. It's kind of like some gangs in New York shit. They try to get
Well,
close with you so they can fuck
yeah,
you
like
over.
these people will have like Aiden's address and all his friends' addresses, and they'll send this dude like $10,000 just to get this address.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Would you betray somebody like that? Would you betray me
If
for
somebody
$10,000?
offered me $10,000 to do that, I'd be like, dude, just fucking join us. What is your problem? Like, why
Yeah.
you have all this money to just waste?
Hmm.
Like, why not just join?
Yeah,
Like, you got
join,
this money.
contribute to improving the show, add to the quality of the pod. You know,
Yeah, it's like
there probably are haters out there, dude, for sure. It's growing. You know, we're still growing. The more would be better. But in my personal life, there might be haters. This might be all in my head.
I mean, if
But
if you got
I
haters,
don't
that
mean
just
in
means you got
person.
people's watching and they don't like what you're
Exactly.
saying. And just, if anything, say worse shit to piss them off
Yeah.
even more.
To any of my haters, I gotta say this: if you do exist, my hair's long, my Johnson's long, my money's long, my girl's hot, and my future is good. So praise the Lord. So
Hell yeah, dude. And that right there, you could clip that and like put that on, on all
that
your
would
social
be a
media.
good clip. I gotta look at the point where we're at on there.
You should be able to
But
screenshot on that computer. There should be a button you could press to screenshot the screen.
you're gonna have to show me.
Fuck, man. I come over there one of these days, maybe.
And you're gonna have to come up here, yeah, for real. Come up here and show me, dude.
I need to get me one, man. Fuck.
Okay, no, I didn't mean to get your hopes up,
I'm
dude.
pumped. I'm excited, though. I'm excited to get this shit going and just better quality. You get the camera you sent me on fucking dude. You
I need to get a
get
better
that.
camera for my streaming. That's for sure.
Dude, that
I'm comfortable
4K
with my
camera you
PC for
sent,
sure. That was $100,
bro. That was a fucking
Looking good.
steal, a robbery.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I know YouTubers that have that same
Absolutely.
exact camera right now.
Really? Okay.
Yes, dude. Oh man, if that's still available, try to get that. Cause fuck,
Yeah,
that
it
would
should
fucking
be.
turn your fucking shit up to a whole nother notch.
You
Cause
think
somebody
I
will
could
click
live
on it.
stream with that?
Oh, dude, hell yeah! You just need to do a little bit of fucking whatchamacallit.
Man, let's talk about the way the world is, dude. We can talk about how long my Johnson is, dude. We can talk about girls. We can talk about fucking conspiracies, dude. But what would we do? Like, if the power shut off right now during this live stream, what would we do? Like, what would you do? Then I'd say what I would do. I mean, it's just like what? But I feel like there. I'll go first. I feel like there were. I missed one of Morgan's comments. I feel like if everything were to shut off right now, middle of nowhere, and I'm gonna go through a couple of disaster scenarios with you since I got you here. Okay, check this out. Power shut off right now. There's no signs of violence, no signs of craziness. But it was a confusing scenario. What would you do?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know. I would sit here until I fucking figured something out. That's all I could do. I wouldn't just fucking grab my invisible fucking all my invisible equipment, hop in my badass fucking Jeep, nothing. I couldn't do shit. I could just sit here and fucking sweat and light some candles and hope for the best. And then after like 2 weeks pass and we know we're truly fucked, then it's like you gotta start thinking.
That's when you'd start knowing. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, I mean, I've been in a hurricane and I've been in a house that didn't have power for 3 weeks.
We're from Louisiana.
That shit right there, dude. 3 weeks with no fucking power and all you're eating is tuna fish out of a can. It gets like crazy because you're like, man, okay, this is normal because everything's gonna come back. But if it didn't come back,
2 weeks turns into 2 months. That turns into 2 years.
like if it didn't come back, honestly, does anybody know like what we would do? Like first of all, there'd have to be emergency, broadcasting. Well, we would hope if they didn't do that.
At first you might think it's the power just went out regular. If you have access to that equipment, I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why that would be wiped out by EMP.
I don't think you could get everything. One EMP, no, it ain't gonna take out an entire fucking country. If anything, they're hitting California, Houston, New York, Chicago.
They're hitting the entire East Coast.
Washington, D.C. I mean, yeah, it would be in their best interest to fucking get rid of the northern and western hemispheres before like wasting shit on the south, because people in the south are ready for this.
We're not in the south
their meat for this shit. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. They're not ready to invade.
Like
EMP would likely work.
Dude, my ex-girlfriend's dad My ex-girlfriend's dad would sit in front of his fucking TV and watch CNN with a fucking AR-15 shotgun and a pistol right there on his lap, waiting for something to happen. Motherfuckers are ready, dude. They're ready, and everybody in California that's let me frost my tips. Let me put fucking Kool-Aid in my hair to make it blue. Like, no, dude. They are the people that's going to be fucking wiped out of here way before people like us would be. I guarantee it. I mean, I could walk. I could walk from here. I could walk for hours and hours and hours, whatever, carrying anything. It's, it's just something you just got to be ready for, but at the same time, not be ready for, because you don't want to like live in paranoia. You want to at least live your life, but always be ready for anything.
Now, what do you think the most important tool in that whole situation would be? I think it's your mindset, staying calm.
Yeah, it's a mindset, not like trying to become a savage or anything like that.
You want to go too full. I remember like Lord Humongous off of Mad Max, the Road Warrior.
Yeah, day one neighborhood meeting. But then again, if you see somebody walking up to your house trying to be like, hey, let's talk, I'd be like, motherfucker, you fucking stay right there. Talk to me from the street. Show me proof.
How come you've never talked to me? That's why you got to get to start knowing your neighbors. As much as I hate the idea, some of my neighbors I hate, but I don't really know them good enough to hate them yet.
Look, if Trump doesn't win, we better start knowing our neighbors. I'm telling you that right now. If the Democrats win again, we better start knowing our neighbors. We better start lifting fucking weights, doing push-ups, fucking running with shit on your back, because shit's gonna hit the fan. And I hope it fucking does too.
I was thinking about this.
Does.
Instead of spoiling my children with toys or video games, and I'm gonna be like, no, I'd be like, I have a gift for you. It's called push-ups. If you can do all the push-ups that exist,
dude, yes.
Then you can get something like a PS5. You come to me, and he says, I've done all the push-ups, and I start doing push-ups. I'm like, dude, how is there still push-ups left in this universe? If I'm able to do it, you got to keep on doing. That's an infinite gift.
Dude, that is like a good mindset to like raise your children that way, because I didn't discover any like working out or anything till like junior high. And
I didn't discover shit like that until like past a year and a half. Like the idea of wanting to do it and going. So I went to the gym for 4 months.
We have plenty of time. We have so much time to just ready ourselves for stuff like this, and our kids too. Like that guy, the outdoor boys I was telling you about. He brings his fucking kids camping in blizzards and fucking big snow tunnels, and like getting these fucking kids ready to where if they were 10 or 11 years old, they would know what to do because they've lived it. They've done this shit.
And
just from watching these videos, dude, just from watching these videos, you can learn so fucking much. You ain't got to go out there and really do it. If you watch it and embroider it into your brain, you could get out there and do it. Like I told you the other day, we need to go to the fucking woods, dude. Sleep on the fucking ground. Build some fucking shelters.
Yeah, we can start practicing doing that shit. I slept on the ground a little bit at Hutch's house.
Well, it's
I did go in the car too.
But building like a little bit of a platform, like, okay, you make a fire on the ground, a long ass fire, you sweep that fire to the side and build a platform, sleep on top of where your fire was. Just little shit like that to keep your body going, keep it warm.
Okay, I never thought about it like that, sleeping on top.
Yeah, I seen that shit, dude. Like, it was awesome. And having the equipment, like a 100% wool blanket and like, little shit like that, just to have ready to just hit the woods, if you needed to. Because who knows, like our kids could be somewhere else and we could be here when all this shit happens.
Yeah, like school or on a vacation.
Dude, get this, dude. This girl told me last night.
What'd she say?
She dropped her kid off at school one morning, came to pick him up, and they told her that he wasn't at school all day. These fucking schools around here are misplacing kids and like losing kids and like, dude.
What do you
this
think?
public
Don't
school.
say where we're at.
No.
What do you think that they're? What do you think's happening with the kids? Like,
well, I don't know. I just think it's lack of giving a fuck.
I heard the story. this 18-year-old person that snuck into the high school here. They just went and I got on the bus and went to school. Was there all day.
Yeah, that sounds about fucking right.
There was
Like,
somebody
it's
that
like-
was out of school that already
like,
they got kicked
everybody's
out.
like, oh, down home, small town
Kids
country
are
folk.
being taught
It's
right.
all fucking corrupt,
Kids are
dude.
not. It's everything. It's all corrupt. Really, if you look at it, the youth is corrupt now. 28%
Oh,
of
yeah.
Gen Z is LGBTQAP.
And I'd hate to take phone from my kids, but they will have books. They will not have
Yeah,
phones.
dude.
They will not
You know,
have
we gotta get.
tablets.
That means I'm just not fucking with our phones as much. That's what I'm trying to do. Is not be on my phone as much. Like doing more outdoor activities. But it has been cold though. It's been winter in the summer. We do
Yeah,
that.
I ain't trying to really do it out in the cold, but that's the best time to really
Yeah.
learn how to stay warm in the cold.
Exactly.
What does it
That's the
say?
best time for outdoor.
If it
If
doesn't
it
go-
goes, do you want to read it?
What is it? Go ahead.
If it does go down, make sure you do area denial. The worst thing you can allow is people to pull up on you with a vehicle, snatch something, and drive off.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why it's like DTA. Don't trust anybody. I mean, you can't really trust anybody, even if it's your closest friends. But at the same time, you gotta have that common sense to know
that I'm not going to
you
fuck you
can
over in
trust.
that way. You know
Like,
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
for a fact we could meet up and we would be a dominant fucking military force.
We'd
We
restart
could do it.
civilization in our area. We'd become warlords, feudal warlords. Dude.
I'd really,
Straight up.
man, I'd like, but I'd also hate being near a military base. Because I feel like
Phil, what? My bad.
I just feel like it'd be a dangerous thing to be near a military base, but it also could be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It
if
just
society collapses, dude, I'm sure they're gonna those dudes will probably become the warlords of the area that they are at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but they also are a military, and you don't think the military would just, I give up.
no, they're not gonna
military
get the U.S. government. If the U.S. government were to collapse, the bases, a lot of these soldiers would probably continue on. Whoever the general of the base would probably become like the leader of the local area. You feel me? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they'd make a
I
it'd be like a little country starting.
I was talking to this dude. He was live streaming on TikTok. He was a huge TikTok military dude, but he was gay. Nothing against that. I
Really?
commented, I said, if your government told you to fight against your own American people, would you do it? And he said, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah. And that's what I do not agree with. These military motherfucking bitches who would fight against their own fucking blood in their own country. That is not cool.
And that seems like a newer phenomenon. It's
'Cause
crazy.
I was curious.
They want you to like. It's insane, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like there is people out there, military, and there's a lot of cops out there that would fucking put a boot in your face if they had the chance to, too. You know?
Yeah, but you would think, America's fallen, and maybe try to stick together. Just try. But that's the thing. Like these movies and film and all this shit has put into our heads that we would just fucking kill each other. That we would just attack each other and all this and that. I feel like it'd be different. I feel like people would cower and fucking cry and beg for help.
Especially somebody strong like a military officials and shit.
We know a few people that live around us that would be crying on their fucking knees.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And I'd try my hardest not to laugh in their face, which is kind of sick. But I would help them. If I seen somebody that really needed it, because I know you try to turn on me, you couldn't do shit to me unless you stabbed me in the back or shot me in the back. Easy.
I'd beat your ass, dude, if I felt like
no.
it.
We could go live one day, and I'll fucking wrestle you with one arm and 1 foot, and I will fucking beat you.
Dude, that'd be too much of a disadvantage. I'd hurt you, boy.
How much you weigh?
How much I weigh?
I went to the hospital the other day and I got weighed.
I weigh 350.
All right, about 150. That's what's up.
Mine's all pecker. No, 172.
All pecker?
Mine's all Johnson. I'm about 350 pounds. 200 of it's Johnson. 150 of it's me.
I'm 250. Like I've been losing weight though.
You was big last time I saw you.
I mean, fuck, man, fucking all this food, dude, all this poison. I mean, I don't eat fast food anymore. I can't fucking do it. But then again, everything, every fruit, every vegetable at the store is all fucking sprayed with chemicals. That's killing us anyway. That's why
That shit is so
Ty,
good,
he's
though.
gonna start fucking. He wants to start growing that big ass garden in his backyard and shit. And I'm all for that. I'll do. I mean, I don't have a yard. I can't do that shit. I want to.
What we need to do is go over there and take over his shit if society collapses.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
But Boggs
That's
might
fucked up.
pop up on here with us too.
That's so fucked up. I would never, dude. I would get with people like that we've been around for years, and we would build these people up, and we would have our own fucking war, dude. We are not our war, but our own fucking like.
Be
army.
ready for a war if it would be a war like Gangs of New York. Once again, Gangs of New York, how they meet or brave.
And they all had fucking blades, not a single gun, just all fucking mallets and fucking swords.
There'd still be a
shit,
hell of
that's
guns
scary.
left over. You'd have to figure out how to make the. You'd have to figure out how to redo. There's a show I like called Revolution. They only had 2 seasons though, where all the electricity went out. Is it because of nanobites? And they were fighting. They only had the automatic weapons for like the super elite bodyguards and presidents guards and soldiers who are like high level. And everybody else they started manufacturing musket rifles and like board muskets from Civil War.
Hmm.
Hopefully, they're saying that. Hopefully, we're not slagging too bad. I think my internet is not the worst.
It's just lagging a little bit. It's not too bad. It's just like when you try to play a video or something, it lags a little bit.
Yeah, we might get Boggs on here too. See what he's up to. We me and him tripped acid together.
Oh my god, dude! I have not talked to this dude in forever.
It's been a long
Live
time.
about 10 miles from a helicopter base, military using numerous drones daily. That fucking sucks. I used to live by a military base known as Fort Polk.
Now it's Fort Johnson. They changed its name.
Really? That's my whole family's last name. That's crazy.
Yeah, Johnson.
Well,
is
not
Yankee.
my last name, but
Johnson's Yankee though. No,
they got eyes on everything going on.
Racist.
That's what my uncle thought as well. But I mean, those are real. You're talking about one of my uncles. He was shooting at drones that weren't there, and he was on meth. He's in jail now, I think. Prison, maybe.
What didn't you have
tried
another
killing
one
his
that
wife.
killed his son and his wife?
Yeah, that is actually his brother. That was his brother, my uncle.
And what was their life? What was their childhood like?
His name was Uncle Rusty, and he got fucked up on meth one night, man, and bad drunk on some alcohol, and he didn't recognize who his own son was, and he fucking shot his son in the throat with a shotgun, bro. But his son also had a gun in his hand too, so I'm thinking his son was also on that shit, and they could have been an argument. And what happened was he killed his son, and he realized what he did, and he turned the gun on himself, killed himself. Crazy shit, dude. Huh. I was fucking homeless in my car right up the road at Walmart.
What happened recently?
This happened. Fuck,
Like
man.
past year?
This
Past
happened
2 years?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Well, Rusty.
Maybe a little longer. Yeah, dude. It was crazy, and he was the nicest motherfucker you could have ever met. The
That makes
funniest
me
bastard.
think of this painting.
So sad, dude. The saddest thing was that his son. I mean, his son's the same age as me. I mean, fuck his methed up ass. Like, he could rot in hell for all I give a fuck. But his son didn't deserve to die.
Didn't deserve that shit.
I mean, he killed himself like a fucking coward. What a fucking coward. I have no sympathy
You
for
want to
fucking
face
retards like that.
punishment, huh? Here, this
I didn't
is
even
this
say retard
painting.
YouTube, sorry.
Yeah, the YouTube shit. Since I got, I don't think Boggs is gonna make it, but we'll keep going. I didn't. The band shit. I was so pissed, dude. I didn't like. I don't really care too much about this shit too. If I don't have it,
What do you mean?
in my life. Whenever I got that little band, had that little band shit going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, the music?
No, I got banned.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah. Here's that picture that's Ivan the Terrible after he killed his son in a fit of rage.
That's a cool picture.
That's what that image. Your Uncle Rusty makes me. I hate to say it, I ain't disrespecting.
Well, the other guy, no, dude, no, you say whatever you want. This guy, at least he didn't kill him. Did he kill himself after?
No, he was the king. He was the czar, dude. He could do whatever he wanted.
Dang. Looked like he felt bad.
Yeah, dude, because he'd lost his mind for a split. It started because that his son's wife was dressed in a way that he didn't like, so he started kicking her and beating her ass, and she was pregnant, and it caused her to miscarry. And then the son went and confronted him, and then the dad got angry and started beating his son with a cane, with a scepter, and killed him.
Damn.
And then afterwards, he's like, "My son, what have I done?"
Dumbass.
Yeah, but he didn't have to worry about going to prison or getting in trouble for it. He did that shit in front of people.
Oh yeah, dude. Back then, if you were a
You know,
king, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like Putin. Putin he's in that legacy.
Yeah.
You know,
Too bad America doesn't have no shit like that.
America's not ready.
We gotta
for
take turns. We gotta take turns every 4 to 8 years. Fuck that.
God,
Give us a
remember when
fucking
we was
king.
at the store?
Give us a ruler. Give us a fucking man with fucking nuts and not a fucking goddamn gyno.
An artificial gyno, not even a real one at that.
Yeah, he definitely sits to piss and stands to shit. That stupid sorry fuck.
He yeah, I definitely. The whole thing about him, he's in fishy kind of territory himself, you know.
Yeah, no, fucking child
Or,
molester.
like who? I don't. Have you seen anybody with Biden? Wouldn't it be funny to walk around in the Biden hats or talk about? You know, I'm actually. You know, Pilgrim X is for Biden, guys. Pilgrim. I'm for Biden though. Trevor's for Biden. Wouldn't that be
No,
cool?
Biden could
Millions
fuck
of
off.
subs. Yeah, he's probably not even like. I think he's. I know it's far fetched and crazy. I don't even think he's alive, really. Like
Dude.
we lost somebody as soon as we started talking about Biden.
Anything he ever fucking says, dude. Anything he ever fucking says, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they use that against the American people.
Oh yeah, dude. If they wanted to, they could fucking kill us all, man. If they really wanted to, they could fucking just bomb us, dude. Easy. Fuck would we do? Cry and run. Try. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm a badass.
That's like
I'm
when
fucking my
Biden
guns.
said,
Ain't shit. Huh?
that's like when Biden has said,
He's damn
That's
near
when
speaking
it-
Chinese, bro. Damn near. And so, yeah.
it's like whenever Biden. That's when. What the fuck? You got me not even remembering what I had said, motherfucker. What did Biden
You talking about
say?
what he said?
He said all kind. What talking about what he said?
I can't even fucking understand what the fucking bitch says. Who knows?
I know he's always talking about. I'm talking like him right now, ain't I?
Dude, it's like he fucking smokes fuck tons of weed and takes a bunch of somas and come on and like Cialis whenever he has to take pictures with fucking little girls and shit. Like, what's that smell?
Oh God.
Oh, you smell.
No,
good. How old are you, 9? Oh shit. Like wow. Like
Wait.
you seen that fucking shit, dude? He'd
Wait,
be
let me
like,
remember that clip,
how old
too.
are you? 11? Oh, like motherfucker. Oh, I wish I could say a lot more fucked up shit right now.
You can go ahead,
Oh
dude.
my
Let
God.
loose, dude. Let loose on
No,
it, dude.
dude.
Just don't
No.
cuss. Don't say.
Aiden's friend got in trouble big time for talking about him.
Talking
He had to go
about
to
our
court.
great leader,
Our fucking
our wonderful. Oh shit! I was like, what the hell? Our wonderful leader, our America's grandpappy, Joe Biden.
come over here, sit on my lap. I'll tell you a
We're-
story.
come over here. Yeah, I wonder. It'd be funny if I wish he talked like a fucking Mr. Bryan. Come
Oh
over
my
here
God.
and sit in my lap, baby. I'm President Biden. Come on.
Brett!
Brett!
Man, I miss that man, dude.
Mm-hmm. We had to talk to him on that. It would be cool to get him, and we could talk
Oh
about
my
biblical
God, we could have
prophecy.
Bible study with him.
Yes,
I
we
didn't
could
mean to
talk
do that.
about the message his ass right now. Be like, would you like to talk about biblical prophecy and end times? And do a Bible study?
Not maybe like message him, maybe not right now, but like let him schedule it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying not right now. I'm saying like,
Man, that would be
would
so cool.
you do a
That would be so cool.
we'd be following
We
him along in our
don't even
Bible.
have to tell him we're live. We just just do it.
Just
I don't.
see what he says.
He'd probably know.
He's already said he'd be down to do it before. He's like, geez, I never done nothing like that before, but I guess I could try.
Like, man, Mr. Brian, you fucking went to the Philippines and fucked pussy. You could definitely do a live stream.
He's a man. Of course, you're not going to the Philippines to not fuck pussy, I imagine.
Yeah, that'd be a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, you just go there and be like, damn, I'm. Here it is.
That's so funny. I can't believe he's moving over there.
I know, dude. He's probably done. Since Biden got into office, he must have Biden.
He's trying to sell the house too. Wouldn't that be some shit? We went and bought it.
How much is he selling it for? You wonder.
Maybe 15 grand, something little.
God, we could save that up the next couple of fucking.
Dude, I saved up $10,000 to go to Miami, and we never even went.
I'd like to. We need to start saving up some more. That's what I'm gonna do this summer whenever it's seasonal here.
Like us younger generation who fucking had to like sleep in fucking bushes and shit because our parents sucked dick.
I remember that one.
It's a little harder for us to save money if you're ever wondering.
Their parents suck dick. Morgan has a very good question. How's the economy in our area? I'll let you answer, then I'll say my answer.
Our economy here, wherever the fuck you are, it's pretty much the same. To be honest, I mean everything's so fucking expensive. Like you could go to Walmart with $25 and maybe get 4 things. Maybe if you're smart, maybe 6.
If you know what to look for.
It's just ridiculous. And like, I don't know too much about gas. I mean, I really never gave a fuck about. I recently just started driving.
It's been the gas is like $2.80 right now. It was $1.15 when Trump was president.
Yeah, dude, I remember fucking Murphy's in Louisiana, dude. That fucking gas was $1.55.
Oh Lord, that's like some old timey gas prices.
That was,
right
dude.
there.
That was 2017. Yeah, dude. When everything was normal, when there was. But yeah, the economy, man. The economy is not cool. I'll tell you, it's everywhere. Everywhere's fucked.
It's fucked. Our shit's based on the service industry pretty heavily around here too.
Yeah, it's like a lot of restaurants. Just restaurants. Really, these restaurants that charge $15 to $17 for a pasta, and if you want a steak, you better have fucking $58 fucking dollars.
Shit, at the place where my girl works, they have like $100 like appetizer seafood basket.
Yeah, they can stick that right up their fucking ass sideways.
This one place we ate at, they had a fucking. It's $150 to go in and eat there, but they give you a whole bunch of shit. They come and feed you different plates.
Yeah, that's the melting pot in Gatlinburg. I want to go so bad, but it's so far away.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Yeah, this one was in Knoxville.
I don't mind spending money for something good. I just don't want to go to Walmart and have to spend $200 for groceries. We spend $200 to put groceries in the house. And they're like, oh, $200? You broke ass bitch. Yeah, broke ass bitch.
Like, that should be a good amount.
Very much so. Man, I wish my life was scripted like a lot of these other motherfucking live streamers.
He's texting me. Yeah, they're all set. They're all like CIA mind plans, just like Jim Morrison, just like Jimi Hendrix,
Dude,
just like
I would be that.
This is the next generation of that shit. You would be that? Why?
I would be that for the right reasons. Like if they said, get on here and only talk about this, only push this for the right reasons, the right money, I would do it. Like if it's like, okay, do your thing, but don't talk about this, don't talk about this. I could do that for a little bit just to get some type of fucking gain in life. I mean, that's sad to say, but that's what we fucking have to do. I mean, fuck, we can go out and continue to do, I could continue to pour concrete and fucking, do this blue collar work, but for fucking what? $40 a day?
Us Americans need.
Like I've been
Americans need to get
so
back
many
into
different
construction
ways.
more.
Yeah, everybody needs construction in their fucking life to teach you
Hard to
character.
hard,
Central Wisconsin.
I guess they're having a housing problem there. It's hard to buy a house here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But not too
Yeah.
bad, but you just gotta have a decent credit.
You have to have credit, but like these apartments, $1,600 to $1,700 for rent, not including everything else you need. Just because you could bring your little fucking pet in there to scratch up everything. That's the only reason it's so expensive. I've lucked out where I am. But I don't want to live in an apartment. I want my own fucking house, my own yard, and everything this. But you got to build credit. And someone like me who's never been taught how to build credit,
and that's what they should
anything
teach
about
in
life,
schools.
they don't teach any of that in school. I remember they were just starting to teach how to write checks, but they like gave up on it. Nowadays, your kids will bring home homework showing how to fill out a username and password for an Instagram. Yeah, you could suck my fucking cock, America, if you're gonna push that on my fucking kids. Fuck
Mr.
you,
Bryan's about to
eat
be
my ass.
watching here. Don't be cussing too much. Mr. Bryan's about to be watching.
Oh, he has to get on here if you're gonna be watching. Just tell him to say hi for a second. He's gonna be shirtless, that's for sure. Man, let's bring up some old times back then, man. Let's bring up the time me, you, and Data got caught.
I wonder what day it is that we can get him on the podcast ever.
I tried messaging him a while back, but I think he's changed all his stuff. He's had kids and all kinds of shit now. Married.
Hit everybody up.
Dude, that's so funny. I remember that night, man. We thought we were cool as fuck smoking that fucking illegal spice. Or that legal spice from fucking the gas station.
Man, I have so many questions for him. I'm gonna write all these questions down.
Who?
Mr. Bryan. He just took his meds, so he's probably about to fall asleep soon. He said he mentioned stuff. I feel like he'd become a star.
I told him I would call. I'm gonna call him, and he's gonna give the fucking phone to Brett, because I'm sick and tired of waiting to talk to this motherfucker.
Yeah, we want to talk to Brett.
I've been trying to get hold of this motherfucker for 6 years, bro. The last time I talked to him, me and you were in the car together, riding to fucking wherever. But that's the last time we talked to him. 2018, 2019. God damn.
Forever. I still talk to him through text, here and there, but I stay in contact. I fuck with Mr. Bryan a lot.
Oh, Mr. Bryan?
Know? He's a good dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, man, I looked at him. I looked at him in the face, and I told him, I'm like, man, you are like a father figure I've always wanted and like never had there. That pushes work on their kids and like pushes the right thing. Don't cuss, don't drink, don't. My dad was not like that. My dad was like, fuck it, you want to fuck it? Who cares? You want to smoke weed? Smoke it in the house. Like, that's not.
Bryan didn't like us smoking weed in the house.
No, he hated it.
No,
But, he hated it. He didn't like that. But he'd rather us be safe doing that stuff back in the day when we were 14, 15 years old than going out riding around. We were always safe. Fuck, I've never been to jail. Never will be in jail.
Well, I've been there once or twice.
It's okay. It happens. And you did nothing bad to really go. It was wrong
Public
place, wrong time.
intoxication. I want to release my mugshot photo, but I don't know if that'd be embarrassing or not.
Dude, that should be your profile picture as like a comedic thing.
Fuck yeah, it should be. Damn,
Like if I ever got arrested, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd have to make sure I smile and looking like silly, like I don't give a fuck. Like,
Just fake it to make
what's her
it-
fucking face? Megan the Stallion.
Ask me, name some names. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple. I'm gonna say a couple of names. You're gonna say the first thing that pops to your head.
Okay.
Are you ready? Cardi B.
Whore. Be careful with these names.
Michael Jordan.
Shoe.
Trump.
King.
MLK Jr.
Confused. I don't know why I thought of that.
Okay, I was trying to trick you. See
Well,
if
I don't
can-
want to say, I think confused because he wanted everybody to be equal.
He
But
was a
it seems to me that nobody wants anything he wanted. Like they
And that's
want to
why he
keep us
got-
divided.
This
Let's keep
modern
making
day
slavery movies. Let's keep making all these fucking evil movies showing how bad white people were to the other race. Like, no, let's not make that.
See, this modern day
these kids are fucked.
style of BLM is way different than the civil rights protests of
We
the
won't
60s.
talk about BLM because BLM is a fucking scam. Black people matter. White people matter. Indian people, Mexican people, everybody matters. But the association of BLM ran by a bunch of black fat lesbians.
Disgusting bitches. One of the reasons why MLK was assassinated was because he had started shifting over to the poor people's marches. So he was starting to not just be civil rights, he's starting to march for
That's what's
poor
up. That's
people
what's
to
up.
get rights, poor people to be taken care of more in the United States. And then Jesse Jackson went and set him up in Memphis, Tennessee, dude. The rest is history. Jim Jones, shoots Martin Luther King Jr., chaos
Yeah, dude.
erupts. Then boom, next thing you know, 1970, welfare checks enter the picture. They get
Jim
an
Crow
addiction.
law.
They get reasons to get the men to get out of the family. So the black man is out of the family.
Jim Crow law. Find the smallest little thing and lock them up for years. There's still people locked up to this day, 60, 70 years old, dying in prison because they had, an ounce or a pound of weed? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
They should be freed with full rights and given $1 million.
Yeah, yes. That's 100% true, man. They decriminalized a lot of this shit, but people are still in prison for it. And that's because Jim Crow law and the fucking Biden administration was behind it, the motherfucking Clintons, all this shit, all the Democrats, they want to keep everybody. They made the fucking Ku Klux Klan. They fucking done it all. Like, are we fucking blind? Sorry for cussing.
Yeah, you just said fuck a lot.
Well, I mean, this is America, and that's one of our fucking
Oh yeah,
rights.
that's all right, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yes, America.
No,
One of these days we need to get on here and play some music for them, man, like we used
That's
to.
what I was thinking about. I wonder what it would sound like if I was playing. Oh wait. Hello. Hello. You called me by accident, or you called me on purpose? Hello.
Oh, the CIA? Who is that?
Wait, do you hear him? Yeah, we're kind of on the conspiracy theorist level. Who
is that?
That's a mystery person. I can't reveal his identity.
I can't hear anything. It's lagging.
How do I get you to hear it? Mr. Brian, mystery guest, tell him. Mr. Biggin, yes, sir. Fuck, dude, I miss you, dude.
Hell yeah, we do. We miss you a lot.
Oh yeah, dude. I do be, dude. That is a handful. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to take them down to Louisiana and come visit y'all. I heard you was about to be leaving. Right here. Damn. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. The last one we did had over like not much, but like 16 people. So that's a good little start. We've had some dedicated people watching throughout this one. Fucking.
Tell them we want to do Bible study and stuff on here too.
Yeah, we do want to do Bible study for sure. Like that's something that I've been wanting to get into. Oh shit! What up, Chris? Chris, you watching or you trying to get in? And Chris has been doing with us too. But always at the I still I keep the Lord in my heart always, Mr. Brian. You know what I'm saying? I always remember the stuff that you taught. Oh, my phone died.
Oh, great.
I always remember the stuff.
At least
that you
it
taught.
died with good stuff. You could saying like you're talking about good things.
Fuck, could you hear what he was saying?
Very little. He's like, yeah, I'm about to be on out of here. God dang it, man! Dude, fuck that. We gotta go, dude. We gotta go. Bring the families and just go.
Yeah, bring all. He was like, you got a little boy now. You don't have time to be missing nobody.
Yeah, bullshit. That's that old mentality, but that's that old family mentality. But
see you peckerhead.
That's so funny. I thought it was Boggs for a second.
There's the link, Chris, if you want to get in again. You thought it was what?
I thought it was gonna be.
But no
Boggs.
pressure if you can't. Yeah, I thought the Boggs was gonna be. He I guess he said it's a little late for him. He's probably messing around. He's probably hooking up some puss, some platter.
You're
puss.
lagging. You're lagging really bad.
Am I lagging bad, guys, in the chat too?
Like how? Like, am I lagging at all? Am I?
No, you're not lagging at all. I don't know what's going on with you, buddy.
Huh.
Maybe it's because I have 2 pages open. How about now?
I mean, your voice comes through good, but the picture is just like, it just freezes a bunch.
Morgan said I'm lagging bad too.
Is this a woman or a man?
I was wondering that. Are you a woman or a man, Morgan? I forgot. I hate.
I mean,
to
Morgan
ask.
it can be a unisex name. I have a cousin
Mhm.
named Morgan. She's a girl.
Yeah, she was. I mean, don't you remember whenever people were young? Can I tell you the story about what you used to say? About
Yeah,
your
you can say
cousin?
anything. You can say
You
anything.
didn't even remember to say you used to be like, I fucked my cousin or something. What did you used to say?
Yeah, I'd say I would.
Just
I mean,
to sound
fuck, dude.
cool.
I mean, third, fourth, fifth cousins. We were young, fucking stupid, and in the South, the fucking far deep South.
Morgan is he said, I am a guy. Morgan is the coin in my pick.
Oh, duh.
Okay.
That's what's up. But yeah, I mean,
brother.
yeah, fucking. You grow up around the fucked up family I grew up around. You might say some other fucked up shit too, every now and then. I mean, every other word's a cuss word out of my mouth. So, which is good, change. It's not like that around kids, of course.
Now explain. Now your father wouldn't have had a qualm cussing in front of children. Explain to these people a little bit about your upbringing.
Well, man, I mean, everybody out there, I'm sure, has witnessed a Matrix attack.
We're gonna talk about the
Witnessed an alcoholic
Matrix attack
family
in
member.
real time on the Pilgrim X Rabbit Hole Radio program. Continue,
What?
sir.
Yeah. Everybody has like an alcoholic family member in their life, and mine, was my dad, and he said some messed up stuff here and there, and a lot of things. It was never any physical abuse. That came from my stepdad, which, can a fucking brother win?
He never fucked you though, at least, as far as you know.
Well, there was always, like, whenever you're young like that, I don't think that shit, if something happens once or twice, you'll never remember it. But if it was like a continuous thing, like my mother went through, or her and all of her sisters, yes, you will remember it. And it was more of like I was just there as a human being. Never really was pushed, never really was taught work ethic. Nothing. I mean, sports were pushed, and that's pretty much it. I mean, yes, I had coaches, but those coaches had their problems. Like, Louisiana is not a place to raise a family. It's just not.
I don't think I ever remember anything I don't think I remember anybody really teaching anything of any kind of substance per se.
No, dude,
They
neither of
would
us had
tell us to
that.
go
We
out
did
and do some
not
other
have
kind of
that.
life, some kind of other. They'd say, live your life. They'd say, instead of like going to school or wanting to get a regular job, they'd be trying to teach you how to fuck the government over or something.
Oh yeah, like I grew up watching my family fuck the government over, which fuck the government, but then again, teach your kids not to do this, I mean, I don't rely off the government whatsoever. That's one thing you don't want it to ever have to do is rely on
I'm
the
the
government.
I'm here to help you.
Yeah, fuck you, Uncle Sam. Eat my ass in my sack because you want to fuck me in the end. You don't want to help me. You want to turn me fucking transgender, bitch. Fuck that. I saved myself by going into the military. I tried that too. I talked to some sergeant majors, but I had to go and do this eye surgery. Obviously, I never got it done. And it was really expensive, and I never had insurance as a kid. And I wanted to be Marine, just like my uncle. I would have been a fucking badass Marine, dude. I know it for a fact.
I think you would have been too.
I try to burn that shit into my brain, what you call it, just like the mentality of a military guy or like a Marine. I want to think like them, and whenever I hear their words, I carry it with me forever because those are my heroes. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them that just enter it just to get some money, get a quick car, a house, a wife, all that shit. But a lot of people do it for the right reasons. And I mean, yeah, they're allowing transgender people to go in, and look, these people, they're doing it. Whatever, they're doing it. If it's for the right or wrong reasons, we don't know. But I respect everything the military has to bring.
Trans people are not the same thing as like black people,
Well,
a black person does not choose to be black. A transgender chooses to cut their dick off.
It's a mental illness. That's why I don't understand why it's allowed in the military. Because don't you have to go through mental training to become a cop, to become a military, maybe a fucking firefighter? You can't just go in here with these fucked up mentalities.
It'd be easier for one of them to join than us.
I mean, nowadays, I don't know, man. I think they take anybody. Yeah, if you can run a certain fucking time in a mile, they'll take you. One of my ex-girlfriend's brother, he's in the fucking he was in the Air Force.
Really?
And he was, dealing with top secret shit that he couldn't even tell his family about. And that's just because he was book smart as fuck. I respect people like that. I respect the fuck out of it. People that have a problem with military and police, you could sit right on this and spin.
Sit right on this. Morgan has some advice that would change your life.
Want some advice that would change my life? Yes. Why? Just say it.
Go ahead and give it. Let's hear it. Pop it up. Throw it down for us.
Up, down, left, right, up, down. Oh, hello.
Oh, this transgender officer that was indicted for sexual assault, I guess.
Oh, really? Sexual assault? How about that other fucking freak all the way here to the right?
Oh, wait, which one? This one?
Oh, that one's fucking ugly as shit, too. Where did these people come from? These people did not exist ugly? 6 to 7 fucking years ago. Look at this fucking freak!
Hidden more. Damn, these motherfuckers are ugly. They still deserve to be alive, though. They still deserve to be.
I'm not saying line them up and fucking stone them.
No, don't even joke about that.
They don't need, why? Why?
I don't know. But do you think that? But you know what's fucking crazier than these people being what's crazier than their disease or whatever, than them being this way? What's crazier, dude, is that there's a dude out there that would fuck one of these things, dude.
Yeah, I know. I seen an interview about it.
Fuck this. There's a dude out there that fucks Garlock the Destroyer, dude.
Yeah, dude, and he's in fucking prison, cell block 3, living by himself in a fucking cell that would fuck anything that came through. Only those fucking psychos are doing that. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, none of these fucking people ever even existed until Biden came to this motherfucker.
What up, Mr. Brian? The damn fucking phone died on your brother.
Phone died.
Just press this link and say hi to us for 10 seconds. I ain't trying to press you, but if you don't want to, it's all good.
I mean, there's a whole process. You gotta press it, you gotta copy it, you gotta fucking paste it into your Safari, and then it's such a weird
There's
process.
Morgan Horde's advice.
Be positive, fear no one. That's one of the rules I live by. And confidently talk to strangers regularly. I
That's
definitely
what I'm
do
right
all
up
that. Like that 100%. Like I want to tell that to more people. More people need to know that. More people need to just say, you know what? I am my own fucking person. I'm going to speak. I mean, these fuckers are chopping their genitals off. Why are we afraid to speak? Why are we afraid to tell? Like, these people aren't afraid. I mean, I don't hate these
That's
people.
a man that cuts his own dick off.
I'm not afraid to speak on these people.
You know.
Oh, I don't have no shirt. Hey, good. We got some ladies. No, I'm just kidding.
We got some ladies in here, yo.
The girls going crazy. Maybe next time.
It's what I find truly.
It's just fucked up, man, because all this shit's coming out of nowhere.
Is that it is out of
And
nowhere.
they're putting it into the fucking schools. They're putting it on TV and cartoons.
Cocomelon has a gay couple.
Cocomelon can suck my Cocomelon.
Connected to the whole. That's all connected to this whole deep-rooted trying to fuck with the human population.
Yeah, dude.
You know, trying to fuck. They're trying to say that the children don't have rights now, that the parents can't control the children. They're trying to do that too.
They're advising parents to ask what their children are: boy, girl, fucking alien, rhino, dick. Who knows what these fuckers are
Boy,
like
girl,
trying
alien,
to
rhino, dick.
convince us to tell our kids this shit? Dude, that shit will never fly. But in New York, California, all these other fucking liberal fucking places, not Louisiana, not Florida, not fucking Mississippi, this shit's not gonna happen in those places.
Not in public, but in those places, they're doing all kinds of evil, dark, horrible shit.
I mean, that is true. There's evil everywhere. There's evil everywhere, and it'll never end.
And yeah, this shit, it's never, you know, we can, you know, but that's why we talk about it, though. You know, that's why we talk about it and we pontificate on these things, even if we can't do anything to change it. Brainstorm on what we can do to. If we can't change the world, we can change ourselves and our personal.
Yeah, nothing's gonna change. It feels good letting your feelings be known.
Mm-hmm.
In this type of way, not like I don't care if you come on TV and I am now a woman. Who gives a fuck? Not
I
me.
wish we could interview a
tranny.
Yeah.
God, me too. I'd be like, what? Like, why?
Hello.
We go from this into, oh god.
Hello?
I feel like I'm being very rude.
Hello. I do.
Oh, there he is.
Doing, sir? What's up, Mr. Brian? Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed.
Do you remember Mr. Brian?
I don't think I ever met Brett's dad.
You're looking good too, dude. You're looking good. You've got some good weight on you last time I saw you. You never met Brett's dad?
Nah.
I don't think Chris came over to the house that much. I don't think he ever came over, really.
Wow. So how you doing, Mr. Brian?
He's probably getting his mic and stuff ready.
Yeah, he's getting everything situated. We just talking about this whole tranny situation just now.
Well, I mean, look, I have no problem with transvestites or anything like that. Be what you want to be, but don't push it on the kids, man. Damn it.
You don't remember that back in our day, do you, Mr. Brian, back whenever we were all kids?
No, we didn't.
Be a parent.
We were hanging out at the house,
Well,
man.
okay.
We weren't talking
couldn't even have sex ed.
I can't hear either of y'all.
He can't hear us.
He can hear us? We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Wave.
We can hear you, Mr. Brian.
Yep.
Where's Brett at?
Probably his girlfriend's house.
Mr. Brian.
Hey, it's just cool seeing him.
It's good to see you, brother. Damn, did you hear? Wait, we get this situation. I think he might have his. I wonder if he has his So we can hear him. I wonder why he can't hear us.
I hear TT and Mjolnir. Oh my god, I
That's
haven't heard
that TT and that's TT and Mjolnir.
You probably don't have both audios.
There's
up.
a message.
Wait, okay, okay, he's in the chat.
He says no sound.
You guys can let me see.
He might have to. What the hell?
What advice should we give to him?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's a mic. I don't know how he can't hear us.
Let me see.
Because we can hear him. Let him know that we can hear him.
I told him. Guys, we're getting everything set. We're getting everything set up, brothers.
The plot thickens.
There's a 50-year-old man here in person about to talk to us.
Man, this man Brian here. Only
Tell
if
him
y'all
about
can
my
hear. Man, wisdom king. Like he'll tell you how it is. Oh man, I miss those days. Those are some good days.
Did you get everything situated, Chris? Oh, Chris what happened to Chris?
He'll be back. He knows how to do it. Hold up 2 fingers if you can hear us. This trial and error. I love this shit, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're giving a little twirl.
I'm trying to see if he moved his bedroom around or not.
Mr. Brian is a soldier.
Man.
Mr. Brian is a soldier.
Dude, I remember I was at a party at this random fucking. Oh, now it shows his mic's muted.
Okay,
I was here at a random.
Okay.
I was at this random party, dude, getting drunk with all these people I never even knew, and they were talking about these buildings that were built. And,
Hey, hear us now, dude.
Oh, you can hear?
Now unmute yourself, Mr. Brian.
And these drunk dudes were talking about, yeah, I know the man who built those buildings. His name was Brian. And they were talking about, I was like, what the hell? I don't even know these dudes. It was some shit he built. It's just, oh man, it's awesome. That was the coolest moment at a party I've ever had.
Sounds like your party sucked.
No, it was at fucking, it was at Waylon's house. It was at Waylon's house.
Oh, he's laughing and he hears us.
Dude, it
we
was.
had some good parties at Chris's house too.
Don't say that.
Or no, they weren't that good. Oh, he left. He's like, I can't get out of here.
Your mic's muted.
Your mic is muted, Mr. Brian.
He's probably on a laptop too, completely different than what we're on.
Guaranteed he's on a laptop. Your mic is muted.
Man, I need to say I'm sugarly.
Because he definitely hears us now.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Brett's over at his girlfriend's, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, where's that motherfucker at? I miss him.
We're trying to find Brett.
Yeah, I was gonna write a letter and send him a fucking letter in the mail. I swear to God, I could. Heisenberg.
What you been up to, Chris? Why we're figuring the situation out with Mr. Brian? Talk to me.
Dude, I was fucking just chilling with my kid and shit. Brittany's in there trying to get him to sleep now.
Okay.
Yeah, chilling now for the most part.
Yeah, I'm excited to have my kid. I'm kind of
yeah, dude, it's definitely an experience. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just scared about the future and like all the sickness to come and all that shit, man.
What do you mean by sickness? Like morning
Just
sickness? Is your girl having morning sickness already?
Not really, but like whenever my kid gets sick, I'm just worried about that.
Unmute. He figured out how to unmute it. You hear us now, Mr. Brian? Now you say something.
I met Jane Silent Bad.
I think you're messing with us, Mr. Brian. You're acting like you're hearing this shit, and then you.
Let's try to think of something that I remember it was me, you, Brett, Waylon. We were all at the house, and Mr. Brian calls me in his room, and he's like, "Hey, please try to get these boys to stop cussing so much."
We lost Mr. Brian. That was a good start. Damn good talking. You, Mr.
Hey, he at
Brian.
least joined in for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was so funny. He had faith in me that I could get y'all to stop cussing. I was like, I'll try. And it wasn't gonna happen.
And you were
It
the
wasn't happening.
cussing motherfucker too.
Yeah,
boy.
I was.
Fuck, we had some. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Let's not. We can't. No, we don't have to get into like the heavy shit of what.
No, dude, I was just.
Your childhood. I don't really know too much about your childhood compared to how I know about Jordan's or how Jordan.
Granny got ya.
You know what I'm saying? Were you there for the Granny got you, dude?
He wasn't there. It was me, you, and Tyler.
What?
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about that shit, there, dude. I don't want to talk.
Oh, did Granny get you?
Yeah, because it involves. Let's just say it involves.
No, dude, fuck that, dude. That's funny shit to talk about, dude. That's funny shit that we never.
Dude. I don't want people
would
to think that
promote
makes
or
me
do.
retarded because I fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, it ain't. I mean, it would have if we kept doing it. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. That's why we all got a little something fucked up with us. Don't huff, everybody out there. Do not,
don't huff.
Be huffy.
Don't huff. Don't puff. Don't blow my house down.
Don't huff. Don't puff. Don't blow no damn houses down. Damn, we could have got some wisdom out of him.
That was cool that he joined for a second. I
I
heard him a little bit.
I'm gonna let you guys
I heard when
talk for a second. I'll be right back.
See you in 20 motherfucking hours. Look at that Pegasus. What is that, a unicorn? Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't know what that fucking thing is, dude. It looks like a water fountain. I definitely see a horse.
I thought I'd seen a horn on its head.
And a fucking goose of some sorts. A deer, a little rabbit. What else? I see like a creepy face right above the back of this chair. Ah, shit, man. I gotta get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's go.
You got some job going?
Yeah, man, I got some drywall work in the morning. Real simple
Fuck,
shit.
man.
I'll probably be
I
off.
wish I could find some shit like that to do. It's just hard
I'll
to
probably
trust
be
anybody
off by
around here.
2.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
man, dude. I gotta drive 2 hours though. Is the part that sucks. I wake up at 5 to fucking drive for 2 hours.
Man, yeah, that would suck, having to drive long as fuck to get to work. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. It's only for this one job though, so it's not too bad.
I mean, especially
Next
with
week
how
it'll be
the
like
economy is fucking us
Yeah,
in our
holy
ass
shit,
left and
son.
right, and especially over where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, dude, I just went and got 3 drinks and a pack of cigarettes for like $30, man.
Yeah, while you were gone, this person in the chat was asking how our economy was. I'm like, man, it's shitty everywhere. Like, you can't do shit, man. Like,
Yeah, $20 definitely isn't what it used to be. That's for sure.
oh my god, man. Only fucking same thing
$20
about
feels
20
like
bucks.
$10.
Yeah, I mean, even like $100, dude, doesn't feel like shit anymore.
Yeah, $100 feels like $20 sometimes, man. I tell you, dude, I barely have a full cart of groceries and I'm pushing $150.
Yeah, man, we'll like spend almost $200 on groceries, but when we look and we're like, man, there's fucking
There's
nothing
barely
here.
shit in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, fuck, man, and that's why I just been
Yeah,
wanting to stop
that's
eating
how it
so
goes.
much. Like,
Yeah,
not
that's why
so
I just
much.
need to be able to grow food, man.
I have a
Yes, man.
backyard. I just don't plant shit in it.
Dude, I would. I'd start doing that and just looking into it. It could be fun.
Oh yeah.
The meat's getting more expensive. The meat's the most expensive thing at the grocery store.
That's why I'm
You also
an
the
advocate for
garden.
hunting, man. Hunting your own fucking
Yeah, if
meat.
it gets too crazy, yeah, dude, I'll just go shoot a pig in the face.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be better than getting a pig fucking that's been tortured and processed fucking and all kind. You know, who knows what it's been having
Processed,
hormones put inside of it.
injected.
Mhm.
Motherfucking pigs got COVID fucking vaccines. Like, get off my fucking nuts.
I've actually heard about the pigs having COVID vaccines before.
What, dude? That's
I
wild.
wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
You know,
shit,
and-
dude. Now, like, get this. My girl, she wanted to be a nurse, you know, and they were like, you have to get the flu shot. You have to get the COVID vaccine. And so she
Really?
fucking couldn't do it no more. She backed out because she didn't want to get that vaccine. So now I was at the hospital the other day and I was like, so if I wanted to become a nurse, is it still a requirement for the shot? And they're like, nope, not at all. Why? I wonder why. And I wonder why all these things of like people's blood clotting, it like that got these vaccines, like they're starting to experience blood clotting and all kinds of like blood diseases. Man, it's fucking sad, dude. It's sad to think about they could come up with a fucking vaccine in, I don't know, a less than a fucking year, and cancer, AIDS, HIV, gonorrhea, all this shit's still just fucking ramping the fucking nation. There's no cure for any of it. But hey, Chinese virus got a cure.
Almost planned. You heard that I heard that Chinese scientist had made a they had been working on a new strain of COVID a couple months ago around
I
that
think I
time.
heard about that.
And it's supposed to have like a high kill rate in comparison.
Yeah, I
That could
heard
be
of that,
bullshit
man.
too, though. You know, that could be all bullshit.
We just need to nuke these fucks, man.
See, that's
Fuck
what they
it.
they want us to nuke them, and then they want us to, and then we want to nuke them. You know, they want us to nuke them and us to.
Hey, there he is.
I made it back.
Okay, we're doing good now.
Dad.
That 5G sucks, man. Come on.
Yeah, dude, that shit's fucking with you. And I got my phone, and it gave me headaches for the first month, a couple months.
I had to go hotspot out of the window over there.
That's awesome.
Normally, did you read my comment? I said if I was watching porn, I'd have never lost signal. Guaranteed.
I didn't see that one.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. They want you to watch porn. They don't want
Yep.
you to talk on no shows.
Yep, they want
No,
you.
they don't.
Yeah, they want to just keep polluting your mind with bullshit.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Mhm.
Well, how you boys doing? The show sounds
Great.
good. I'm glad you're doing it.
Thank
We're doing
you.
good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good
You
too.
saw my name up there, didn't you? Dad.
Yeah. Should be daddy.
I was a daddy to both you boys. That's why.
Yeah, he was 100%.
Yeah, I
Tried
remember
to
growing
steer
up,
you in the
man.
right direction. I don't know how long it went with you, but you know, I did try a little bit.
Dude, I remember us talking about God. Us talking about life advice and stuff. I remember all kinds of stuff like that. I
Well,
remember
that's
you
good.
told me you got me turned on to the
Glad some of
9/11
it
conspiracy theorist stuff.
I'm glad some of it stuck, son. I really am. I think even Jordan got a little bit there, you know.
Oh yeah, all like the roofing work, all like the working we did, everything we talked about. Like I told you to your face, like father figure that I would want, you know, to experience throughout my entire life. As younger than I was.
More of my children think that. I don't know about your brother. He's a wild child, I guess. I don't know. That boy.
Where's he at? What's he up to?
He's out with girlfriends, I think. You know,
I like
Jane.
that. I'd like to hear that.
That's dope. That's cool.
It's only been what, 11 years?
Oh, no, longer than that, probably.
Sometimes it takes time, you know. He's probably just gone through some stuff, soul searching, and then his chick has to be special to have gotten him out of his funk. You know, he probably saw.
I try to think positive and think that myself, boys, but you know, your brother. He's
Kind of
just a
shit.
recluse. So was a recluse. Now he's going out and cooking dinner for her, and
That's
they,
what's up.
they seem to get along great.
That's
so,
crazy.
I mean, you know.
Wow. I never would have known that or thought that's crazy.
Well,
that's awesome.
I mean,
you
I
know,
would
if
have
you
always
call
thought that
burritos
he would be,
dinner,
I would,
yeah, he
I would
got
always
dinner.
thought he would have some shit. I've always thought he would be doing that kind of shit for a girl and shit. It
He's
just
working
hasn't
for
been
DiGiorno.
so long with like,
Good boy. He's just like you two. He's good boys, you know. Just he's got his own way of doing things.
dude, we're all three like the same exact kind of person. So we're close buddies. You know how we was.
Oh, I know. I raised all three of you for a long time.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you did.
We're just gonna have to show up, dude. We're gonna have to show up and just
Yeah.
fucking kick some shit around, dude.
That's the best way you could possibly get a hold of him, more than likely.
That's what we've talked about a few times. You know, we just have him show up there and be like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Do you want to go get some to eat?" And then,
You know, he got up, Jerry. I would swear he was in a bar or something over there. You know, I don't hear the music going. That's the only thing.
Oh, my shit.
Look at all that disco kid.
yeah, look at his shirt. You like his shirt?
Yeah, I see his shirt.
You got the Walter White thing going on.
I went and put a shirt on. I know all the girls on the TVs with the
You guys lost half the people who was watching this shit, and you put your shirt on. You gotta take it back off. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, man. It's how's like everything down there? How's Leesville? Was it like a better place than it was 10 years ago, or what?
Well, no, it's growing. I mean, it's not too awfully bad. It is growing, and yeah, they did change Fort Johnson.
Yeah, as I told him.
You know why? I don't know. I mean, it was Fort Polk for 100 years, so almost 100 years.
Mm-hmm. They think it's racist, even though it's not.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all of it. The whole world is crazy. I think I'm the only sane one in it every once in a while. And I'm not.
I hear you, Jordan.
Okay, good. I was making sure.
But yeah, it's
I had my earphones in. I couldn't hear neither one of you. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
It's just a little weird sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is we're still getting used to doing this too. We've done this like 3 times like consistently now together, but we've done it a bunch in the past.
Well, you know what? You had asked me way a while back if I would help or do one with you. I said, good. I'd be glad to, but my recollections of everything, may take me a little bit of thinking to do. But
yeah, once you're on, like it takes a little bit of thinking.
Get a little roll, get a little roll going and shit. But we could also like plan and because it would come to you.
We can do like an hour, and then like get used to talking, and then go live for other people to hear. Whoever wants to join in and hear our bullshit.
Well, if y'all got questions for the old man, you better ask me because I'm not going to be awake long.
Oh, you're fine. Just this right here is good. We could always plan something else for the future.
Sure.
Man, it's so crazy. How's the house? Is everything good?
Everything's good. I spent like $40,000 on it when the tree fell on it during the hurricane, and I put the whole back of it, had it all rebuilt. I got the new back doors in. They got to be redone though. When I set them in there, I just set them in there. Actually, I didn't frame it in or nothing yet. So all that's got to be finished. The front door and the rear door got to be finished. I got to put new floor in. All 3 bedrooms are redone. Bathroom's redone. One of the bathrooms. And then my bathroom, there's nothing wrong with it, but it does need a little touch-up stuff in it.
So your
yard, it's not all that bad. Not all that bad. I got, I got to sell it though. You boys, y'all know me. I ain't able to keep up with this big old stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have all you kids running in and out of the house anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely miss it, but I'm glad we all kind of branched out and got our shit
sure.
done.
I'm glad you growed up and got your own lives finally, It took a little while.
Yeah, damn sure did. I mean, trying to do all this shit on your own and, moving out from, toxic, family.
Well, that's toxicity will do that to you, son. Brett
Yeah.
swears that it's toxic around me, but you know better than that.
Oh no, it's not. It's definitely not, because I know sometimes whenever we don't get what we want, or if we don't have things we need or want, that's how we feel. We're like, oh, this is horrible, this sucks, but obviously
You
he's
gotta work for it. Dang, Dad
Yeah.
can't pay for everything.
Exactly. I didn't learn work ethic until I truly started hanging out with y'all and going planes and all this. Like, my dad didn't teach me about work ethic. I love it. He didn't teach me anything.
I tried to teach y'all a little bit. Of course, I ain't able to do it. I had to get y'all to do it. All I can do is tell you how.
Yeah, man. And hell, if we ever did end up showing up there, drop of a fucking dime if you needed something else to do, we're doing it. Or I'm doing it at least. Like, that's just how it is.
I got plenty to do. My yard needs mowing soon. No, Brett, he take care of it. He does work every once in a while, but he stays busy all day too. He's like you boys. He's a busy boy. He works very hard.
Well, he doesn't need to work too hard. He still needs to get on them games and enjoy his old life.
Oh, he comes in every few days, and I kick his butt on Mortal Kombat or something.
That's awesome.
I got on my PS3. I got Mortal Kombat on it. PS4. I've got XL and what is it? 11 on it on his. So we beat each other up pretty bad when we play though.
That's
of course,
good.
I had
Man,
some
who's
control.
he hang out with? He has to hang out with his dad now.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Do y'all still got that coffee table in the kitchen, like big kitchen table?
Oh yeah, that's a big table. It's 6
Keep that
like
down.
6 feet. That thing's 8 foot long.
We'd be in there taking guns apart, getting screamed at.
Yeah, stabbing it with knives. My poor old table's got wear marks from you boys.
Oh god, this fucking stabbing it. We're crazy, huh?
Yeah. My coffee table's got stab marks, knives being thrown in it.
Y'all's generation was crazy too, from what you told me as well. The stories.
Y'all didn't have to pay for none of that stuff. I hate to say that. Y'all didn't, none of you boys pay for any of that stuff. Poor Brian, I paid, God, I don't know how much money for that living room shoot. Y'all destroyed that.
Didn't somebody shoot a hole in the house by accident one time?
No, not that I'm aware of. You boys don't, you do keep secrets. Probably so.
Just got exposed.
Oh yeah, I did. No, my bad. No, there was nothing.
Oops. I forgot to tell you about that one. Yeah, that's what I used to get.
I'm telling you, I remember exactly what happened. I wasn't even there
I'm
for
gonna
this.
take Chris off for now if he wants to come back.
I was on the phone with him, and he was fucking cleaning that little revolver, and he shot right at the refrigerator. It went through the wall, bounced off the refrigerator, and went back in the wall. Oh my god! And then I hate to expose him, but then you said, "Are you shooting guns in the house?" And he said, "No, there's a fucking raccoon on the porch. I was trying to chase him off."
Yeah.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
That's fucked, man. Damn.
Boys,
Everybody's alive still. We're all alive.
But that's
I'm glad you're all alive. Thank God. I was a pretty patient man with your antics that you put up with. Sometimes I get on to you, but I didn't really have to.
Yeah, we weren't doing horrible shit, like to other people,
Oh, I know.
And Jerry came through the house that one night when Kaylee had to come pick us up, and we were like,
I
really?
remember this.
That synthetic weed.
Yeah. Yo.
We were white as ghosts.
And you said, "We gotta call the cops." I freaked out. I'm like, "No,
please, no." It's like, you don't yell at me. Sit your ass down.
I was like, "These dudes pulled up in black and forced us to smoke this shit."
So
yeah, and you're like getting down to the bottom of this. It was fucking. Oh god, that was a fucked up moment for sure. It was funny looking back at it, but I remember throwing up and shit a lot, having a bad head.
Y'all are stupid. That's why. You're just kids. You're stupid.
Yeah, it was having a little fun.
Let y'all do that mess, but I feel like, well, either you're gonna do it at home, at least you're at home doing it. You know, you ain't out getting shot and robbed or something.
We were at a birthday party
What can I
doing
say about
somebody's birthday.
It was
The hotel. Haley's birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Brett didn't date another girl. How long's it been since y'all graduated?
About 10, 12 years.
We just had our high
That's the
school.
last girlfriend he had.
Yeah. We just had our high school reunion.
Hey, well, that's heartbreak though for sure. I feel like that's like some shit from a movie.
Both, I guarantee you it did.
I moved up here and met this fucking crazy bitch, and the same thing happened to me. She, said, I love you, and she went and got pregnant behind my back.
Well, that's what you get when you know they're crazy already, George. You don't hook up with them. That's the thing. You don't hook up with crazy women.
They're the freakiest ones.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how the devil gets us. That's how the devil gets us was with outlandish women. If you're starting to do good, you're a Christian man, you're trying to live your life the right way, a devilish woman will enter your life.
Yeah. Well, you gotta put the hex on her or something. I don't know what you do, but you gotta keep them away. You gotta have more power.
More power.
You gotta have the strength to repel it.
Something like a pimp
It can
hand.
only happen to you if you let it happen. Put it that way, boys.
But we're all set now. The women we're with, we plan on being with them.
Yeah. I like my girl a lot. I love my girl I'm with now. So it's like I went through a lot of girls last year, but that was the first time I like. And honestly, it's gay to have a bunch of sex with a bunch of different girls. I feel like, honestly, and I know that sounds weird because it's having sex with a woman. It's having sex.
No, Dad. I mean, when I was young, I was a whore. I'll admit it. I was really a whore.
Around.
I quit all that. When I got married, I wanted to settle down and have children, and that's what I did. And then I stayed with that woman, and she was a whore. So, y'all know how it ended. I mean, she was just not good. But I never planned. I stayed single, 14 years. Never went out, never did anything. Of course, I preached a lot back then, too, to you boys. But, I prayed for a good woman. And did I ever tell y'all the story about how me and my girl met?
No.
All right. I'll tell y'all this story, and it's a good story. I have to admit. Now, like I say, back in the day when I got divorced and finished raising you kids up, during that time, I got really, really down to my prayer and reading the Bible and listening to the Bible and all kinds of stuff. And I started praying for a good woman. I said, Lord, I'm weak here on earth. I said, I need a companion, basically, and someone that'll love me for me and vice versa, So anyway, how I've always had good visions and stuff like that, and done lots of things that can't explain really well, but it has happened. And like I say, I prayed for it for a long time, about 6 or 7 years went by, and finally one night I had a vision about it, and it was all I could see. How some visions you're not clear, you can't see facial features or anything like that, but you know what's going on. And well, this little woman, her parents, she was on an island, believe it or not. And the woman's parents, somehow, she had a child, a little girl. And the woman's parents wanted me to take her away from that island. So you know how some visions are. But anyway, I got them they was on this island, and I put them on that kind of like a paddle board. And all I could see was long brown hair on both of them. The little girl sat up in front with her mama, and she held on to her while I waited to cross that whatever inlet, off that island.
Yes, sir.
Well, after that, I met the woman I'm with. And guess where she's from? Philippines.
Okay.
And I never would have guessed I'd have fell in love with a woman from the Philippines. That's just way out of my way. But it has been nothing but a good experience. I mean, I wouldn't take nothing for her. She's a wonderful woman. She's good to me. We don't fight. We don't argue. We like to go places, enjoy ourselves. Our children.
I can
are all
imagine that. That's awesome.
That's good. That's good.
But that
Be right back.
at that same time, she had a vision also. She said
Mm.
she was dating this other guy at the time, and she said I kept having the same vision over and over and over. She said every time we would be marrying, I'd be walking down the aisle. She said when I went to turn to my fiance, I'm marrying, and it's this big tall white guy.
Mm.
So that it kind of put two and two together. I said, well, God must have been answering some prayers there. He had to be, because she's on an island, and that's Philippines made up of 7,600 islands. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But it's just weird how it worked out. We were friends, Christian friends for 7 years. We've known each other for 14. We've been together for 7 years. So it's been a long time known each other. But I can go back and forth as much as I can. I just come back, like I say, a week. It's been almost a month. 1st of February, I came in, and I stayed 6 months over there the last time. But it's so cheap, I mean, it's so cheap for me to go. Me, I'm hurt, and I'm not able to do anything anymore. So, what income I have goes a long ways over there. I mean,
They're so hot.
I put it this way: I rented a 2-bedroom apartment, nice apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Drive it, all fenced in, everything nice. $100 a month, what it cost me.
Damn.
Yeah, and then electric. I put in a little old 110 unit in the bedroom, and I run it 24/7. The electric bill is only like $65 to $80 a month.
Damn.
And that's 24/7. The water bill is like almost $10. But I put in a water heater, single water heaters and stuff over there. But this girl, over there, it's still a third world country. But you see so many poor folks that don't have anything but a smile on their face, and they just as happy to see you as
Grateful.
It's like Christmas when they always polite, very nice, always would like to speak English with you, and they speak Tagalog.
All right.
And the dialects of it. I can understand some of it.
600 islands, a lot of dialects, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, well, you got north, south, east, west, it's several different ones. But that's how we met. And the funny thing was, she reached out on Facebook one day. I had actually made a quote or a comment on the Jesus Daily quotes, and that's how we met.
Oh wow! Okay.
She liked what I said. She liked the way my name looked, and she made the first initiation contact. She said, "Can I be friends?" I said, "Little miss, do I know you? I've never seen her name before." She said, "No, sir." She said, "I just want to find new friends and talk English, if I can." And that's how it started. That was 14 years ago, and it's gonna continue on as long as I can live.
No.
Awesome. I had to miss this part of the story, but I get the whole time.
Yeah, that was a beautiful dude. I got from that, you were probably like really sad and shook, and then like whenever the divorce happened with you and your.
Oh, well, sure was. I tried to kill him. I did.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't gonna hide it. I would have killed him had I found him.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
The Lord doesn't always give you what you want, but I feel like He gives you something better and greater that you don't even expect later if you keep on the path.
Well, yes, He did. Absolutely, He did, and He does do that. But the thing was, after I settled down, and wasn't just killing mad about the situation, because her daddy's the one that told me about it. So, hey, I ain't gonna let her make a fool out of you, because my father-in-law loved me. I'm a good son-in-law, but he said I'm not gonna make a fool out of you. So that he told me about it. And I kind of had my suspicions. Of course, every time it happened, I had my suspicions about it. But
so dark time, man.
Yeah, it was dark for a while there. I was working hard, killing myself every day. Trying to give everybody what they needed here. And it just, man, I said after I hurt my knee again, I had to retire. That was all I could do.
That's like an old. Do you want to talk a little bit? Give a little bit into next time. We don't necessarily have to do the Bible study this time, but you want to give a little insight into your whole like leg situation and stuff when you fell off the roof, if you want to?
Oh, I'll tell you my life story with my injuries, and it
Okay.
won't take long. When I was
Okay.
17, I got shot in a hunting accident. The bullet hit me in the right hip buttock area and came out right up front. Went straight through the bladder where the bladder sets in your pelvis area. Now, had it hit a bone, I wouldn't be here, but it didn't. I was watching. So I survived that. I lost half my intestines on that one. I wore a colostomy bag for about 6 months, and I was only 17 years old. So that was a bad start. All right, 2 years later, well, not even 2 years later, in 1990, I think it was, yeah, 1990, I had went to work tried to go back to work with. We had started a business in North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, and found what's the name of that place? Oh, I can't even think of it now, but maybe later I will. But anyway, we lived right outside of Charlotte there, and we were working on a lot of big homes, big multi-million-dollar homes, and then big, golf courses and such as that. And over there, of course, Charlotte's got lots of hills and valleys, and we were working on a 2-story house that had a below ground basement. And on this particular side that I was on in the house, the basement was above ground, so it going down, right in the side of a hill, and it was probably 45 feet up there, and we were on a 12-12, which is pretty steep like that. You have to walk what they call toe boards, and we were roofing the top of the house, and my brother-in-law didn't want to run the bond up on that particular side because it was so steep, and he was pretty good sized boy. I said, well, I'll get over and do it, and I started running my bond up between my legs because that's how you had to do it. And I went to turn around to go on up the roof, and the toe boards are supposed to be run all the way out to the hips of the roof, where the hips were joints onto the other side. And on this particular board, I turned around and I didn't notice it, but this board was sharp, and my foot slipped off the end of it. So I was like a cat scratching top of that roof trying to hold on. And, time my weight hit the bottom of my, jerk like that, I just had a handful of board in the roof edge. That was the end of that. I hit the ground on my feet, and, it just impacted my spine up.
You landed like a cat, right?
Yeah, I landed like a cat on them feet, and then there was a 2x12 standing up on the edge in my back, like that across the back of it. So I didn't get up from that one. They had to tote me out of there, and they thought I did. They really did, because that was a long ways. That was blocks and bricks. Bricklayers was there, doing the house. So, they thought I died, but I screamed out, pretty good, and brother-in-law them come rushed down and got me in the car and got me out of there. But that messed up my spine. Now I have a fused spine with L5S1 area with plates, rods, pins, and screws holding it all together. So that's the second injury. And that pretty much went on, and I was disabled from then on. And then I finally, with my ex-wife, she wanted me to go back to work. Just of course, I was raising children, and I didn't mind it. I just couldn't do as much as I used to. So after that injury never healed, I went to work at Fort Polk for a contractor out there, and I was a welder for them. I started out as a mechanic, and they needed a welder, so I was the only one that pretty much knew how to weld very well, and so I became their welder, and I stayed with that job for about 6 years or 5 years out there. But in the last year that I was working there is when I got divorced in 2006. But I had went doing something other, and they had drilled a post hole for a telephone pole, and they didn't cover it with nothing. And I was backing out of this building with pulling leads, with the welder, and I had the welding hood on, and couldn't really pay much attention to the back of me. I thought it was just a road there. But I fell in that telephone pole hole with my left leg. And about 3 months prior to that, I was in there working on a trailer. And they make probably a 5, 6 foot long railroad pinch bar, which is a very heavy steel rod, and you just stick it in and pry with it. Well, the trailer axle had flipped up the on it, and I was prizing it back down to get the what you do to flip back, and that rod slipped, and it had cracked my knee and chipped it. I didn't know, but it hurt it. And that's when I fell in the hole. And that's when I found out I had actually broken my knee. And they'd been working on it all the time. It swelled ungodly. I just kept going. That's all I could do. That's all I knew.
I never knew about this one.
No.
After that, I finally had to retire. They said, man, you just can't do it anymore. I said, I know I can't do it anymore. Y'all going to let me retire? Yeah, go on ahead. We ain't going to have no hard feelings here. So I went back home. I stayed like that 2 or 3 years, and just not knowing that it was bone in there, just grinding. It was just, I knew the knee was bad, but I had stepped up on my mother's little porch one day, and my foot stayed straight, but my knee went that way. So it finally broke out the side. So I had to go get that knee fixed, and the ankle fixed. I mean, my ankle was cracked the same way. So during all that time, I mean, I had been from one bad thing to another, but God have mercy, He has brought me through it all, and I'm living the best life I could possibly live right now.
What? Not that long ago, we were on a roof doing more shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get up there, I mean, like I say, I can't do it like I used to, but I can show you. As long as I got you strong boys there to do with the work, I can do it. But I can show you.
That surgery you just had, and it really helped you out. That last surgery.
That was the knee. Yeah, they went in and popped it back in the joint. Went in there and polished it all back up, and they said you should be okay. But I had to go to physical therapy for a long time, before I get that knee back going again. But I did. I still limp with it, but it's just bad. It's all bad. But hey, look. Y'all know for a fact, for all them years, for 30-something years, I took all that methadone and stuff for pain. And I finally got to the point, I told God, I said, I hurt whether I take it or not. So I just soon not take it. And, I got myself off all that mess. And by myself, doctors couldn't believe it. Friends couldn't believe it. Said, hey, man, how'd you do that without dying? I said, well, I just tapered myself down, and a lot of thought, went into it. I said, yeah, I suffered, but that's just part of it. But now I don't have to take any of that mess anymore, and I'm glad I'm healthier for it.
That shit fucks with your liver and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah, it messed up. I lost it. I had gallbladder removed. I had to get that done one night, and it's just been rough on that medicine. I finally said enough's enough. Like I say, I was gonna hurt whether I took it or not, and I still do. But I find myself breathing easier, sleeping a little better. Not much. I don't sleep hardly at all anyway. But anyway, I'd rather get off of it than on it, because that's bad stuff, man. That's methadone pretty much synthetic heroin. So that was pretty strong stuff, man. And I was taking it just way too much more than I wanted to take it. Put it that way.
It's like it had to be higher and higher doses because you'd be used to it more.
I mean, if you're suffering in pain and you just need some relief, yeah, you can take it. But that if you take more, it's not going to help it. You know what I mean? You're still hurting whether you take it or not. That's what I say. But most people like that high feeling. You know me, I've been in the pharmacy business for years and years doing mess. And I've seen a lot of people come and go that were just hooked on that stuff and just, they didn't want to go through the tapering and the withdrawals and stuff like that.
I've heard it's hard to go through that kind of stuff. Like people lie to you.
Very much. That's why they check into those clinics like that, and usually you take a heroin addict and they will give you, they come with some new drugs, but methadone was one of the primary drugs to get heroin users off of it. They just taper it down, eventually the withdrawals would subside.
Suboxone as well, I heard is one.
Yeah, that's one of the
talk about that.
Yeah. And then y'all on this conspiracy stuff you was talking about a while ago. There's a drug company, Big Pharma, they come out with what they call OxyContin. And they said, oh, it's non-addictive, and they knew it was addictive. but yet they said it was non-addictive. They made billions off of that drug. Billions, millions of people addicted to it, couldn't get off of it. They were fined $355 million for that. That's all they were fined. Yet they made several billion. You know, so it's all about the money, boys. It's all about the money.
A lot of the politicians are linked to these pharmaceutical companies too.
You know, they are. They get money back on everything.
Even the
I
ones
bet you Nancy Pelosi had some interest in some investment
her and her
back
gay husband.
then. Damn, that ought to be shame. That's just shameful. I'm telling you. Every one of them. I can't stand none of our government. I really can't.
You like Trump, Mr. Brian?
You know, I like Donald Trump. He's a great president, but he's full of crap. You know, a lot of
That's what I was
times.
trying to tell him. Like it's like almost like a psyop.
Can't believe
I mean, I don't care what the man says. If he wants to go grab a woman in the crotch, let him do it. If she wants him to do it, you know, that's just the way I feel. You know, I mean, the man's a billionaire. Who's that laughing back there, Jordan? I know it's somebody.
My girlfriend.
Oh, hello, girlfriend.
This is my well, you see the name as Dad right here.
Oh. Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Yeah, she's saying
I'm the adopted dad. I'm the adopting daddy.
Yeah, this isn't David. This is Brian.
What's your name?
Lori.
Lori.
Yep.
Jerry, what about yours? You got a woman around there somewhere?
I'll get her and say hi real quick.
You just in the garden there behind you with the unicorn.
I don't know what this is. Like the Fountain of Youth or something.
Fountain of something.
Man, that's so crazy. All these, man. I'm just so glad to hear that everybody's doing good now. Brett, you know, Kaylee, Kelby, doing
you know, kids, they're like I say, my children are all gone. I've got grandchildren. You know, hopefully I'll get to see my grandson tomorrow. I hadn't seen him in 7 or 8 months almost, so I get to go dinner with him tomorrow and spend some time with my little boy.
That's
He's
good.
a mess.
That's good.
This is my girl. Her name is Debbie. This is
Hi.
Mr. Brian. He's like
That was my first time ever seeing her.
Where are you at, Jerry? Where are we broadcasting out of?
Oh, I'm in my apartment. I'm in my. This is my little. I call it my. I was gonna call it war room, but that's taken.
No, I'm saying where are you? Are you in the States? Or are you in Panama? Where are you at?
No, I wish. No, I'm in fucking. I'm in Tennessee. Yeah, this is coming from
Tennessee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah,
in
pretty
Tennessee.
badass spot.
Where are you at? Tennessee also?
Yeah, we're right down the road.
Yeah, he lives
Right
like 20, 30
down the
minutes
road.
away from me.
Two boys to be together somewhere close.
We're close. Yeah.
Sometimes with some people, you know, I would have loved for all of us to, you know, stay close around there. I really would have, but shit didn't work out.
Well, I mean,
Worked out the way it's meant.
jobs are scarce. I mean, you two boys, you know, unskilled labor is not a good thing right now. We got too many Mexicans, Africans, Chinese, and all that coming across our southern border. So all the jobs is just about filled up if you want to work, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. The good thing around here,
They act like people who want those jobs. But
I went into Ritter today, and there were more Mexicans working on that road than I ever seen.
Tell you, they will outwork anybody I know. They will outwork and they love it. And they'll do it with a smile on their face. And
But that's because it takes job away from somebody that fucking was born here or came here legally.
A Mexican is, you know, of course, Filipinos. They got a lot of Spanish in them. They have Spanish. That's why they look like Mexicans, you know. But I'm gonna tell you, I got to give it up to most Mexican guys because they do work very hard. They do what they're told most of the time, and all they do is send money back home, just like a Filipino. You know,
Most of the time they're Christians too.
You got young boys over here that don't know diddly squat, about like you two were. You know, just didn't know nothing. Daddy's teaching. You know, I've told y'all before. I said, you know, if crap hits the fan, y'all better save O'Brien because that's the only way y'all gonna survive. Because I'm the only one that knows how to do anything anymore.
When you were like 15 and 16, like you guys would do shit more actively out in nature and.
Oh man, I could walk off in the woods, never turn back, and not even a stitch of clothes on. I'd be just fine.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are doing hard work like that.
Arrowheads, spear points, chunkers, bows, you name it. I still know how to make all that stuff. I know how to work leather, I know how to tan hides,
With this
build
economy,
traps.
we need so much money. We just need to work so we have money to breathe. Like that's just horrible.
It is. One day I figure, with our new climate change, we're gonna have to pay for air. They're gonna figure some way to put air.
They're gonna put that into your monthly
Yeah.
deduction that they take from your universal basic income.
If they don't deduct enough off of me. But like I say, it's just the world has come to crap as far as I'm aware of, and I don't foresee it getting any better. Now, like I say, Trump was a good president for the United States. He is a nationalist, and that means he puts U.S. first, and I think he would. Another thing is, Trump works on peace. We didn't have any wars or talks of war when Trump was on guard, Look at that man. He walked into North Korea like he owned that sucker, man. Walked across that line. No guards, no nothing. You see any other president done that? No. I ain't got nothing to respect for that.
You won't.
Told Kim Jong Un, you don't mind, boy, we're gonna put you under the pond over there is what we're gonna do. And he wasn't bullshitting on that one. Sorry
He
for
chilled out whenever we did that.
And that's why I fuck with him so much. That's why I love that man, dude. Like he's good. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god.
Hey, I don't agree with everything he says.
You can't.
For that matter. But if he does good for us and our economy like he had it, and what he says, all these I'm gonna tell you a story. BP oil, which is British Petroleum Oil.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who coined the first phrase carbon footprint so they could produce more oil?
Was it them?
Back when it first come out, the carbon footprint that was all a ploy for BP Petroleum to be able to produce more oil and sell it. That's all it was. Our Kuwaiti war, I'm gonna tell y'all what that was about, and Trump was right about it. He says they use our military to protect their assets. That's these billionaires. That's what they do. Kuwait, or what was it? Which one was it we invaded over there? Was Saddam? What country?
Was Iraq.
Iran?
Yeah, Iraq. That was Saddam Hussein. They didn't like it. That's why we went in under mass destruction weapons. George Bush is part of Brown and Root. Okay, he owns about half of that company, if not more, and oil wells. All right, him and Obama's stepdaddy, which was an Indonesian guy or something or another. Anyway,
I heard about this.
Was a big oil company man. Zapata Oil is the name of it. Well, when he died, he left that to Obama. That's where Obama gets his money for the oil business. Him and Bush. That's why you always see him hugging up, shaking hands, being cool with one. That's why. I mean, Bush has been around Obama all his life, just about. But anyway, what happened was the leader over there, what did I say his name was? I can't even, Osama. Saddam was going to do away with the American dollar and the petrodollar and print up gold money for his own country. Okay. Well, they didn't like that. Well, then he was going to kick out all the U.S. oil companies out of Kuwait or Iraq. And, well, they couldn't have that for sure because Obama's got a lot of them over there. And so does Bush. So we went in under the guise of weapons of mass destruction and never found any, but yet they saved their oil wells. So they used our military to go in there and wipe him out and restart another regime that would be fancy to them, so they could keep doing their billion-dollar businesses. That's basically all it was to it.
Wow. Man,
Wow.
But they'll tell you lie after lie after lie. You know, the twin. Man, I have been around construction my whole life. Y'all know that. And I'm telling you what, them twin tires, yeah, they might have crashed planes in them, but that ain't what brought them down. I can tell you, those things were earthquake proofed. They were fire proofed, everything. But the way those buildings collapsed, they were demolished. There's
Yeah.
no question in my mind about that.
What he talks about, that third building, also that was connected to the Trade Center. It
There was like 4 or 5 buildings, 6, 7
You don't
buildings.
just fall from top straight down. You'd have to blow it all out to get that.
Yeah.
Ain't no
there
way
that
I'll ever do that.
talked about this and has heard and seen other bombs, and like most of them all have died from cancer from
Yeah.
breathing it in.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
And
crazy.
they go every year, all this 9/11, this 9/11. I don't celebrate 9/11. I don't mourn 9/11. That's our government. I'm sorry. They took it down, and that's the truth of it.
False flag scenario.
Cover up 9/11 and say that this whole January 6th thing was
ground zero. Wow.
Like
They said January 6th was worse than 9/11.
January 6th. That's the biggest. That man, there were more FBI in January 6th than there was public.
Mhm. Just like the Black Lives Matter crowd.
BLM, all the plants. It's
You
all
can't believe anything you see on YouTube besides this channel. You can't believe anything they tell you. I'm telling you, on news, CNN, Fox, CBS, I don't care who it is. You can't believe anything they tell you.
Subversion.
So I just quit watching the news, and I don't discuss too much politics because, I'm just an old man. I mean, I tell you the truth, and if you don't like it, you can lump it. That's all I can tell you because I'm telling you the truth. You know, maybe one day on down the road you're gonna realize I did. Jerry, you realize that I do tell you the truth when I tell you. You know, maybe on down the road you realize, well, the old man was pretty good to me. You know, he was trying to help me. This, that, and the other.
Yeah, and you're young. When we're young, we're peckerheads. We're stubborn.
Yeah. You just put testosterone, piss, and vinegar. I mean, and you just don't want to live. You're strong headed. You know.
Definitely taught me that. Like, if you see somebody like yourself, you respect, you listen to. That's just how it is. You know, but if pieces of shit, I'm just gonna just forget about it.
Well, you surround yourself with good people. Pick your friends wisely. That's all I can tell you. And I've lived a good life. I don't care. I have never been. Well, I've been pretty wealthy, but not very wealthy. But I've lived a good life. I have lived in the country. I have fished. I have done pretty much anything I wanted to do in life. And now I still travel all over the world. So I enjoy myself as best I can. Of course, over there I can go to doctors cheap. I can get my medicines cheap, all that kind of stuff. Cheaper than I can go here and pay for my Medicare, I mean, time I pay for a dadgum doctor's visit $300-400 because you got to pay that, deductible up front, man. I mean, that's a lot of money. I can't do that here. So I just soon just let them take out whatever, and I'll go over there and go to 4 or 5 doctors for what I could go to one of these. And that's not even a doctor. That's a nurse practitioner. Cost you that much. Because every one of them got to do blood test. Every one of them going to visit you 2 or 3 times or make you come back 2 or 3. That's just a money-making scheme, man. That's why there's so many doctors and nurses around, around these little old towns, because they just everywhere, man. And they building more and
Never
more.
thought about it like that before.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, they've got these emergency medical clinics. You just, you don't have to have insurance. You can go in there and pay cash for it. Man, they're making mint. They probably 10 of them things right here in town. And I know there's a lot of poor sick folk around here, but God, who can afford that? Most people can't afford insurance, but they've just priced everything to where nobody, a common citizen like myself, can't survive.
And before too
Have to
long,
leave the country to be able to survive. That's
They want you to leave the country, or they want you to die. They prefer you to die first instead.
Doornail,
Yeah.
People are chomping at the bit to get in here. We were fucking millions lost their jobs. they wouldn't do COVID vaccine, but they let over 10 million unvaccinated, unemployed people into this fucking
Did you
country.
know that in December more illegal aliens had crossed the border than babies were born in the U.S.? And that's the first
Yeah,
time in
well,
history.
so they say our population is on the decline because we're not having as many children as we used to. You know, well, we ain't all
Everybody I
baby.
know is having kids though too.
Yeah, it's all.
If I could have 4 or 5 more, I probably would. But when they started coming out, like I said, 2 at a time, I figured out what was happening and I put a stop to that. I can't afford them. But if it were me, y'all know I love kids, and that's why I had so many of y'all. But it's the way I am. But it's say I have lived, and I have lived a very good life. According to God, I've done everything pretty much the way He would want me to do it as I got older as a man. I turned into a young man. I got married. I had children. I raised my children. Was good to my neighbors. As best I could be. Anyway, wasn't a rich man, but that didn't bother me. I was happy. But that's just part of life. I just live day by day, and I'm thankful for the day I have. If I wake up breathing tomorrow, I'm thankful for that. More so than anything. I said, at least He's given me another day so far. I can enjoy myself, do what I need to do, help somebody, give to somebody. Uh, that's just the thing I can do. Like I say, I go to the Philippines. There's so many poor children and stuff like that. I'm all the time just giving a fist bump to them and just opening my hand, give them some pesos. That's just me. And all of them, Uncle, you got any money? You got any pesos? Yeah, here, baby. Of course, I pull money out of my pocket. I always keep a pocket full of change. If I go somewhere like a funeral or anywhere, them kids is around me. I mean, dozens of them. They love me to death over there because I'm good to them. I try to treat them like children should be. Play if I can play with them. Do whatever I can do. But I can't feed them all. I can't give it to them all. I give to those I can give to, and that's what God expects me to do. You be good to those people, and they'll, God's gonna be good to you. That's the way I've seen it, and He has been always. I've been struck down more than once, and I've always come back. I've always come back, and that's
Stronger
something
each time. Mm-hmm.
Like I say, even though with my injuries and my suffering and stuff like that, hey, I'm still thankful for the life I've had. I had wonderful parents, I had wonderful grandparents, and I had a good country boy life.
Hell yeah.
That's all we can hope for.
And that's all anybody could ask for is a good life.
Mm-hmm.
I look back on my childhood. I had a wonderful childhood, man, and didn't have anything. We were poor dirt, man, but I had a good childhood. I had aunts and uncles. They were all musicians, Of course, you can still see them on my walls here. There's guitars here. There's over there. On all my walls, there's pianos over there. I tried to stick with it. Of course, my brothers played. My brother-in-laws played. They were all master musicians. I never mastered anything, to be honest. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy doing what I do. But I like to pick my guitar. There's one laying here on the bed. Look at there. There's another one. I pick them up when I can. I like to fiddle around with them. I've got a couple in the Philippines that my girls bought me. One of them's named Thumbelina, and the other's just side chick. That's what she's.
That's funny.
You know me. Sometimes I get perverted, and I'll tell her about them guitars. I said, "Baby, I tell her on the phone. I said, "Baby, I said Thumbelina is getting lonely. I said she needs to be anchored." She's about died. Like she said, "You're so stupid, oh." She knows I ain't. I'm just full of bull. Is all I'm doing. I like to aggravate people. I love to aggravate people. But
I'm glad to see that you're in love, man.
oh man, I couldn't be more in love than you couldn't beat me with a love stick and make me more in love than what I am. And it's been that way for as long as I've known the girl. It took me 7 years to tell her I had feelings for her, because I just did. I mean, she's younger than me. She's 9 years younger than I am.
Nice.
So, but over there, their women kind of marry a little bit older men. When she got married, she was 19, I think, or 20, and her husband was like 40. And
Yeah.
this, and I'll tell you why. It's because of security. You know, it's a security. You
I
know,
was talking to my girl about that today.
they, you know, and most of them are trained from birth on up, little females. And I'm telling you, there's more pretty women there than I've ever seen in my life. And I call them all heartbreakers because I mean, every one of them just as beautiful as they come, and just as good. Most of them, you know. Of course, you got bad anywhere. You go around Manila or places like you got a lot of bad people, but you know, you go around in the countryside there, you got some good people. Like
Could
it,
be.
you know,
That's like any place, right? Country is good. City has bad stuff.
yeah. I mean, you have to go to the city, but you know, it ain't no big deal.
So crazy.
I hate Manila. I'm telling you. Y'all
Well,
know,
the
Mr. Brown,
shenanigans bad.
I have been in no accidents in I don't know how many years. You know, probably 30 years. I ain't had no accidents. You know, no tickets, no accidents, no nothing. I go over there and I've been involved in 3 damn wrecks already.
Oh my god. Yeah, they don't
Well, it
drive
wasn't
like
my
over
fault
here.
on them, none of them. But you know, you just have to be careful. They don't hardly have stop signs. There's no yield or merge signs, and they're hardly red lights. And I'm telling you, they will drive up a 4-lane highway coming up your lanes. You know, it's
Like
crazy.
how it is in Peru too.
Very dangerous. You're taking your life into your own hands if you drive there. But you know, I just bought my girl a little van, and I'll tell y'all, you know me, I'll fix anything. But it was a nice little 4-wheel drive Nissan van, and it holds 9 passengers. It has a 2.0 liter diesel engine in it. It's mid frame, you know, under the seats there in the front. And I did a lot of work to it. I bought it for what did I pay for that? About $1,700. But it's a good looking little car. I mean, they keep them up pretty good over there. But it was 4-wheel drive. It had new tires on it when I got it, but I brought it home and something was wrong with the heating or the temperature in it. And somebody went through that thing and just, well, poor people got poor ways. And I've been there and I know what they were doing. They're trying to fix it the best they could with what they had. You know, that's just the way it is a lot of times. And I went through it, rewired everything back up the way it's supposed to be with new switching in it. I put a new radiator in it, put a new water pump on it, redone the head, had it shaved down. Uh, you know, tinted all over windows, had the air conditioner rebuilt in it, and put new tires on the front of it again because one of the wrecks I had just bought a new tire and the guy on a tricycle swapped on the side of it and blowed the brand new tire out. So I had to buy 2 new tires, put back on the front of it, and I've done just all kinds of stuff to that little car. But it only has like 67 horsepower engine in it. So I mean, it goes plenty further. But it was a 1993 model, 30-something-year-old car. But it was made out of good metal. She bumped somebody the other day on accident because the alternator belt. I had to replace the alternator too, but the alternator belt had broken, and of course that drives your pump, your vacuum pump on the back of the alternator. So when that broke, she lost brakes. Thank God she wasn't going fast because she bumped a newer model van over there and tore it up. Didn't even put a scratch on that old van of ours, you know. And I felt like, well, I could have bought her a brand new one, but look what would have happened if she'd have wrecked that one. I'd have lost, $20,000 over there. But if I bought that one for a couple of thousand, and if she wrecks it because she's just now learning to drive, I said, well, if you wreck it, we won't be out that much money. But you wreck a new one, and we would be, So anyway, she bumped that new van. Tore it up. She said there wasn't a scratch on our van. That's made of good metal, ain't it? I said, yeah, it's made of good metal. It's an older model, But she wouldn't take a plug nickel for that van. That's the first car her whole family has ever had. It's just one car. And they all, when we go places, I don't know if y'all seen my Facebook post where she put stuff on it, but man, we have been all over the place. I drove that little van 9 hours straight We went all the way up north Luzon, where we live in the center of Luzon. There, we went up north to Pagood Food, kind of up close to where the president's daddy and him was, where he was raised at. And we stopped back by Marcos's house there and looked at all that. They had a big spread back there, but it was a nice place. But we've been all over the Union. We've been everywhere. Everywhere in that little old van. But it runs good. Shoot, what can I say, man? She likes it. She likes to learn to ride it.
Hairy ass crack in the mountains over here.
But like I say, the whole family wants to go. If it pulls out of the driveway, it's going to be loaded down with 9 passengers or more. That's just the way they are, because they don't get to ride in vehicles that much, unless it's on a bus or a Jeepy.
Can I get public transportation?
Yeah, they got good busing over there. Most of them have good busing there. They have a lot of little what they call tricycles, which is more or less a taxi. It's just a motorcycle with a sidecar on it. That's called a tricycle. I said, no, that ain't a tricycle here. That's just a sidecar. That's not a trike. It's a trike. So it's a little different over there. But I've gotten used to it. I mean, this many years into it, I've gotten pretty used to it. Now, if you're a white man and you go to the Philippines, well, you're going to get stared at. Now, that was a big thing for me to get used to. Because, every woman there will look you up and down. Just passing, look you up and down because you're white skin. Now, I can't help me be white, but, they prefer it if they can have it.
You're probably way bigger than everybody else there, too.
Yeah, I'm probably a lot white. Well, I don't know. I tan pretty easy. I come home. Yeah, I'm probably a foot taller than everybody there, at least, So they notice you. But, I know everybody around the place where I live at there. And, the market is like 2 blocks from the house. The plaza's like 3 blocks from the house, and that's what they do. They spend time, the kids in the evening and the adults, they'll go to the plaza up there, and that's where the square is in the middle of town. And, they barbecue. They got barbecue vendors and whatever kind of vendor you want, it's there. And, it's an amazing thing. They've got trees in this particular plaza that's way over 100 years old, and they are all crud. What the heck is the name of that tree? Acacias. They're all acacia trees. Big, enormous trees, man. I mean, huge. You could just about build a house out of one of them, at least 3 or 4 houses, I would imagine. But they're just big, big, big trees. But it's beautiful.
That's awesome. That going on. I love that. Fucking Brett Owen, you're fucking
so close.
That's so good.
It can be expensive to go, travel if you're driving. Of course, they have what you call they have a Teplex, SLEX, and a NLEX, which are the highways, but they're actually tolls on them. So they're like our interstates, but, a little bit not so much a big interstate like we have. But over there, that's their main roads to go from like Manila to where we live and then on up to Baguio, which we live between Manila and Baguio. And Baguio is the summer capital of the Philippines. It's cool up there in the mountains, And, of course, Manila, you get anything you want in Manila, even a disease if that's what you want. I'm telling you, you got lots going on there.
You plan on moving permanently there?
Not right now. When I turn 62, yeah, I will move over there permanently. But right now, I have to come back every 6 months.
Yeah, I'm wondering, so you say Brett, he wants to get like a camper and put it on some land or something?
Yeah, I told him, I said, well, I sell the house. I'll probably buy us a camper. I said, when I come in, I don't stay long. So I come in, take care of them, see the kids, whatever, and then I go back. Because like I say, it's so much cheaper. I can live on $1,000 a month there like a king.
Wow.
Literally. And I could hire a maid if that's what I wanted to do. It's just that cheap to live over there. An average... Now, I'm telling y'all, even in the grocery chain stores, you have to have a college degree in order just to be a cashier in these places.
Wow.
You know what they make a month? $350 US.
Damn.
That's what the girls make, and they stand on their feet 8 hours a day. Stock shelves and boys do, and some of them don't even make that. I don't imagine. you know. But
That's like
you
what
can't help.
I couldn't imagine going over there and having to do that.
Right. I mean, it's just a totally different world. It really is. I mean, it just hadn't caught up with the rest of the world, but they are growing, you know. So they're
Hey, here
reopening our places over
You
there.
know,
And what.
make
well,
$13 check, and that's rent $1,300.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying.
got
And I
1,300 there. That'd be crazy. Here
Did
is,
you hear I rented a 2-bedroom apartment, nice one, for $100 a month over there.
yeah. He said,
So, you know, it's cheap. You know, you go to the doctor for $20, $30 and you get whatever you need, you know. I mean, there's not a lot of narcotic drugs or anything there. Well, of course, there are illegal ones, but, you know, as far as writing up prescriptions, they don't do that crap over there. Of course, I don't need it, but, you know, it's something to know if you do go over there and you're taking any kind of pain medication. You better bring plenty of it with you.
I heard they were like really against drugs. Like they cracked down on the drug dealers over there.
Well, this is what my take is on it. When Duterte got into office, he done away with all the cartels and just took over them. That's all he did. I
They
guarantee
start
you
getting the money from it.
yeah, he gets all the money out of it. They still just drugs over there coming in, or if not more by now. But that's all he did. He got rid of all the big players in the game, and he took over using the police to do it.
I've got to go hang out with my girl. She just texted me. Would you be willing to do this again, Mr. Brown?
If you're interested in hearing it, yes, I will do it again with y'all.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be badass. We get a little thing going. We've been doing this. We was banned for a week. Because of some like video of somebody getting beaten up. Like he was a rapist that was getting beaten up by the village women. And you know how in India they got all that crazy shit in India, the men will treat the women like shit. And so it was something like that. And so we ended up getting deleted. But I love you and I miss you, man, for sure.
Love you boys too. I miss y'all.
We'll hit you up soon. We'll hit up again. We'll come visit. We'll come. Honestly, if we do come visit, we'll let you know. But just kind of keep it a secret from Brett and everybody. You know, just come up there, just knock on the door, be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He walks in. We're all playing poker at the table. So, you got anything you want to say to him, Jordan?
Oh man, I just miss y'all so much. And like, man.
Yeah, Jordan does text me every once in a while.
Yeah, I try to get a hold of Brett all the time, but you know, he's always. It's good to know that he's out doing shit now. I love that.
You know, that's a big move.
That is great.
I mean, it really is. I just
He was in that depression forever.
I don't know if it's depression or an anxiety problem with around crowds. You know, he goes to Walmart. That's it. I mean, he's in and out like that. He don't want to be around people.
Yeah, I mean, fuck me either, honestly. I'd rather stay right here, to be honest, or go out in the woods or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I'd rather be in the woods myself. You ain't got to put up with nobody, but you do have